Hello and welcome back to another Spire stream. I'm your host, Vegetablebread, and today we're going to be starting with the Watcher. Doing a Pandora's Box run. Wow, 22 seeds to get to a Pandora's Box here. Amazing. We actually lost our last Watcher Pandora's Box swap, which has been an oddity this month. It's the 12th, so we've probably had like, I don't know, 10 total runs by now. And we've only lost twice. Once with the Watcher and once with the Ironclad. This doesn't look like it's a loss. A couple of block cards. Deceive Reality on Swivel. A couple of damage cards. Conclude Flying Sleeves. There's an inner piece in here, so we are a rush down the way from going infinite. Meditate makes Establishment kind of pickable. Deviform is also some energy manipulation. Study can help us draw 10 card hands. There are only 2 cards here that remove themselves, although Flying Sleeves retains. So we don't have to draw it repeatedly. What else? Not too much. Should just be able to do some Watcher stuff in Act 1, go into Wrath, conclude. Got Meditate and Inner Peace to get out, so we're desperately looking for a Wrath Hunter here. 3 exits and 1 enter. Alright, should be fine. What do we got for pathing? We could do a floor 6 Mega Elite after a couple of question marks. Leads us into a 3 elite line, with this being the 3rd one. Possible late shop, 2 bonus fires. Seems like an okay path. There's no other way to get 3 elites. So I think that's going to be... We're going to have to do that. We're way ahead of the curve, obviously, with like Eruption, Swivel, Conclude kind of stuff going on. So it should be fine to go for a Mega Elite early. This turn is unfortunate. I guess just Vigilance Meditate. I don't know what we want Vigilance back for, but maybe something. Ouch. Bottom card Conclude. We can still draw it, though. Hey, Dick Buddy. Runs have been great. I don't think we've lost this week. So I think it's Inner Peace, Swivel, Conclude. Blocks out, kills one of them. Just kidding, we have Lethal. Watcher. Cut Through Fate, Like Water, Crush Joints are our first card reward options. Crush Joints is pretty nice. Increases our damage by quite a bit. Cut Through Fate would help us draw something. Not sure what we're looking for exactly. I guess the Wrath Enter. Since we have 3 Calm Enters, Like Water makes some sense. Doesn't add anything to the deck size, or at least the permanent deck size. Which is always a concern with Pandora's Box swaps. Are we weaker on blocking or damage? Seems like damage, actually. We've got 3 block cards. We could just skip here, too. It's not like any of these are rushed down. Lightwater is really good against sentries, though. We should actually be pretty set against sentries with Conclude. I guess, Are we good against sentries? Because we actually don't have that much damage. Like, if we don't line up Eruption and Conclude, I have trouble killing one of them. Because, like, Flying Sleeves is our only other damage. 3-turn perfect slime boss fight. Nice. Congratulations, King Rat. Also, hi, good morning. Definitely like a Crush Joints, but it, if we end up doing infinite stuff, Crush Joints will feel totally, superfluous, as usual. With Pandora's Box Month. Same story with Cut Through Fate. I'm gonna take a Crush Joints. Go a little bit slow. We're likely to end our turn with Meditate, so Crush Joints is likely to be active. Okay. Alright. Crush Joints gets a little bit of damage in there, not much. Take 4. We can, like, play Flying Sleeves and save Swivel for next turn. It's kind of fun. Okay. Hopefully we can get Eruption. Works too. Deck wants a Ragnarok. Ooh, Crescendo is super good. Crescendo doesn't add to the deck size. We have 3 Calm Enters and 1 Wrath Enter. So Crescendo is pretty huge. Go into Wrath anytime you want? Absolutely. Transform, remove, or upgrade. The Living Wall event. Boy, I'm a little bit stuck on Transform, Remove, or Upgrade. Seems like any of those are reasonable. Upgrade would go on Eruption to enable Rushdown Infinite. Or possibly Conclude. Conclude's got a decent upgrade. It's the main source of our damage in Act 1. Maybe Crush Joints. Before just naming all the attacks. Transform could hit, like, Flying Sleeves? Or, like, Meditate? I don't know. Meditate can be quite good. It's hard to tell what we're supposed to be doing right now. Maybe we were supposed to pick that, Cut Through Fate, because if we get an Establishment, Cut Through Fate Inner Piece is an infinite. But that works with any card draw, so. Presumably we'll get offered more. So I don't think we want to remove the Meditate because of the Establishment out. We don't want to remove the Inner Piece because of the Rushdown out. We don't want to remove Eruption or Crescendo because we need more Wrath Enters. We don't want to remove Vigilance because we need the block. I guess Swivel could get removed. It is a block card, but it's worse than Deceive Reality and Vigilance. But Swivel does some pretty neat stuff if we get like a Ragnarok. Devaform's currently doing nothing, but it does exhaust itself, so it's not that big of a problem. It's kind of just another Ascender's Bane. I guess I'll just take an upgrade on Eruption. We've had a bunch of Eruption Vigilance turns where we were like, well, I can't do anything because I Eruption and Vigilance at the same time. So I'll try to solve that problem. And give myself a sneaky Rushdown upside. Let's go to a question mark so that we do 3 easy pool fights before the Mega Elite. Don't want to lose too much health before that. Yeah, doubt is definitely no, right? If this was a shop, I think we'd probably say yes, but it's not. First shop is here. Yeah, no way. Okay. Do we even want to fight the last easy pool fight? We have been taking some damage in fights. Yeah, I think we want another fight for the Mega Elite. We also might want to dodge it. Okay, this should be fine. There's kind of two lines here. We either like Vigilance Crush Joints, or we Crush Joints Swivel. I guess both do kind of the same thing, right? They both give us 2 energy later. Swivel might only give us 1 energy. Alright, we'll do Vigilance Crush Joints then. Is this lethal? Crescendo, this will do 16. This would do 24. 16 plus 24 is 40, so not lethal. But then we can just meditate. I guess if we're not gonna get lethal, we want to play Deceive Reality and Safety. So that's 2 energy. This is -1 energy. So we spent 1 total. And we need to meditate. So we just got room for Conclude, basically. But we can't Conclude and meditate. Oh man, we've got the 1-deck non-combo. I guess if we end with Conclude, end in Crescendo, or end in Wrath, we can just play Deceive Reality and Safety. And that's lethal next turn. Okay. Second Inner Piece. It's a lot of card draw. Seems unnecessary, right? That's just a huge and unnecessary deck, right? There's no reason for that. Indignation is another Wrath Enter, could help us to draw a full hand. Oh wait, no it couldn't. I was thinking of the Simmering Fury. That one can help you draw a full hand. It is a 1 energy Wrath Enter, so like Eruption it can do rush down stuff. But we don't have a rush down, so picking Indignation seems really unnecessary. I would still like another Wrath Enter. But I don't think Indignation really rises to the bar here. I like Just Lucky a lot, but with such a small deck, I don't think it's really required. Alright, let's go fight a Mega Elite. Strength Sentries. It's kind of gross. Drawing Conclude and Meditate in the same hand, also kind of gross. We really wanted to play Conclude twice in the shuffle. But now we can't. So I guess it's just like Vigilance Conclude. I have to take a quick break, be right back. Hey Tats, something happened, I was just taking a break. Now I'm back. I'm not making any bread today, but I made bread yesterday, or maybe the day before. It's the day before. Yeah, it seems like Vigilance Conclude is the line. I would like to have Stance Potion be good this turn, but it isn't, right? We could enter Wrath, and then, like... I guess the best line would be Enter Wrath, Deceive Reality, Crush Joints Conclude. Or, yeah. Which isn't bad. This would do 16. This is 24. It is 40, so we could kill this one. But we'd still take 24 damage. Or I guess 20 damage thanks to the Deceive Reality. I guess we could have a free Vigilance at the beginning of that turn. Am I considering this line now? We'd take 12. Do 24 to all kill him. So he'd be at, what, 18? No. Yeah, 18. 18 is Eruption next turn. But it's exactly Eruption, right? Anything less than Eruption doesn't kill. And then we'd have to draw either Eruption or Inner Peace. Eruption isn't out because it kills the Sentry. Inner Peace isn't out because it gets us out of Calm, or out of Wrath. Flying Sleeves is not enough. We'd have the Safety in hand too, though. It's not really that dangerous. We also have 30% potion chance, so it's like worth spending one of these potions. Yeah, okay. So Vigilance first, then Wrath mode. So 16 plus 24 is 40, so we can't kill him with it, which obviously would be great if we could do that. So we'll kill him. Oh great, Eruption is the top card. Okay. So you die. You take a bunch of damage. And then I'll go and Calm. Safety blocks whenever we need it. Seems like we've won. Okay. Kind of an interesting fight. Mummified Hand, huh? Wheel Kick. Evaluate is another way to make insights. We currently already have one with the Study. If we pick Wheel Kick and decost it with Meditate Establishment, we could do an infinite with Wheel Kick Inner Peace. Wheel Kick's also just a good card. Mummified Hand is a huge get. Mummified Hand is really great. Makes us Study quite a bit better. Makes Devaform a little bit more playable too. Third Eye, also not bad. Really like to pick a Wheel Kick though if I can. Wheel Kick's a great card. Yeah, we have a Swivel. Good point. Expensive attacks are super good. We got a Fire before the next Elite. I think that's probably going to go on an upgrade, given the 35 health. Got another Fire before the next Elite. So what are we upgrading? If we take a Wheel Kick, it's probably Wheel Kick. Meditate's nice too. Crush Joints wants an upgrade. Those are really the main contenders here. Can't be Sentries next fight. It's either Gremlin Knob or Lagavulin. Flying Sleeves is pretty weak against Lagavulin. Be nice to have some more damage. I kind of want to upgrade Crush Joints, though. Yeah, let's take Wheels Kick and upgrade Crush Joints. Okay. Here's Grummanod. Right on schedule. Looks like we have to skip Wheel Kick here to see if reality Crush Joints conclude is just too strong. Okay. Part of me wants to do Eruption Swivel. Is that crazy? We could do... So Eruption Swivel, like, only gets lethal if we get really lucky, right? He goes to 44. If we get, like, Crush Joints, Wheel Kick, we get lethal. Otherwise, no. If we had Meditate Plus, we could set up lethal, I'm pretty sure. We could do, like, Eruption, Safety, Meditate. Guarantee lethal. I think I might like Eruption, Safety, Meditate anyway. So we do 13, he goes to 44. We end up in Calm, but we get any card we want back. It's probably Eruption, because Eruption doubles damage, Crush Joints 1.5 times his damage. And Conclude's not guaranteed. Let's see, if we just take Conclude, can we get Eruption or Crush Joints? Yeah, it's kind of like we need either Eruption or Crush Joints, and then either Conclude or Wheel Kick, right? I guess the weakest combo there would be Crush Joints Conclude. Does that qualify? So it's 10 plus 18. 10 plus 18's 28, so definitely doesn't do 44. Even Eruption Conclude isn't good enough, right? Because it would do 9 plus 24, it's 33. Is even Eruption Wheel Kick enough? It's not, it's 39. So we have to draw 3 attacks next turn. Don't have that much energy to do it with. I guess we have Flying Sleeves guaranteed, huh? Alright, I think there's outs for lethal next turn with this. If we Inner Peace, we draw 3 of these 7. If we get an attack, do we get lethal? So the weakest attack would be Crush Joints, I guess? No, because Crush Joints makes Flying Sleeves do more damage. So I guess the weakest attack is Conclude. So we do Eruption, that is 9 damage. Actually, no, we would Crescendo first. Can we afford that? So this goes down to 2, this would go back up to 3, yeah, and then Eruption, Flying Sleeves, Conclude. Okay, so Eruption would do 18, Flying Sleeves would do 16, so that's 34, and Conclude's clearly lethal. Okay, so I think this has a pretty decent chance of getting lethal. We just have to get one attack. If we miss it, though, we're in, like, big trouble. I mean, we're dead if we miss it, right? Yeah, I don't think Vigilance saves us from that. Alright, well, let's just hit it then. Okay, that should do it. Eruption puts us up to 3 energy, and then Flying Sleeves Wheel Kick. Yeah, that's lethal. No doubt. Couldn't have possibly missed. Empty Mind. Empty Mind is almost an infinite too. I guess like Inner Peace, Empty Mind, Finesse is an infinite, right? Just like a zero cost card drop makes it infinite. Hey, Keviners. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you can... I mean, Washu does lethal out of nowhere, but that one we had to set up pretty carefully. How many cards do we have in the deck? 14 minus 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have a 10-card deck. So if we add an Empty Mind, we have 11 cards. We'd have to remove 3 and add a zero-cost card draw to be infinite. Also, the infinite doesn't really do anything. It just, like, enters and exits Calm. I guess with Mental Fortress, that blocks out. We can't really remove a card right now, Tets. I think we just keep looking. I don't think this is really doing enough. I mean, you know, it's very card draw positive though, right? Wait, I keep saying Inner Peace, Empty Mind is an infinite. Oh, I guess it is, yeah, because this draws 2 cards, and then it's energy neutral. If we upgrade this, is it 3 cards? It is. So we could, if we get like a Just Lucky, we could do infinite damage too, just any zero cost attack. Yeah, I guess so. T-set's fine. Should help us set up some turn 1 shenanigans. Do we anger the mushrooms? We can get this fight pretty much for free if we get, like, a Wrath mode conclude. Otherwise, we could take some damage. We've got a fire next, and I don't think we're dying, so I think this is a fight. I guess Eruption Vigilance is the line here. Eruption Wheel Kick's not terrible either. We take 9. Kill 1. But if we Vigilance, we take 2. We're holding a Crescendo, so drawing a Wrath mode concludes very likely next turn. So we'll put you below 24, because it's important he does. Alright, there's the conclude. Crush Flying Sleeves makes it lethal on everybody. Okay. Odd Mushroom. Prostrate, Cut Through Fate, and Sash Whip. We don't currently have any Divinity stuff. I don't think I really want to pick Prostrate. We have a ton of card draw, so Cut Through Fate seems kind of unnecessary. And Sash Whip's okay. I think we're probably looking for better ways to block here. Alright. Didn't quite perfect that fight, but pretty close. 29 should be safe-ish for another elite. Especially one that can't be Gremlin Knob. So let's try and grab an upgrade. Conclude's pretty good in Act 2. It'd be nice to get Meditate upgraded. I'm a little worried about our ability to block in Act 2. Could just get Swivel Plus. That card blocks. We're really going to find out what our archetype is at the boss card reward here, because if it's like Ragnarok, then we're trying to do Swivel Ragnarok. If it's Establishment, we're trying to do Meditate Establishment. You know, if we get a rush down, we can't get a rush down from the boss, but if we get a rush down, we're doing that kind of infinite. So hard to say what's important right now. Maybe we just rest. Rest buys us a little bit of time. Make sure we're getting there. Establishment and the retain cards go against infinite. No, they don't. Establishment's great for infinites. What are you talking about? You Establishment and make your card draw cards cost 0, and then you go off with whatever you feel like. So I want to upgrade Meditate, I think, but there's not really any value in doing that before fighting like Sentries or Lagavulin. So I think I just rest for safety, and then we can upgrade Meditate at the end. We also might find out that we have a rush down at this store. It's probably an unnecessary rest. Oh. We could turn it into upgrades immediately. Do we want 2 upgrades? But they're random. Let's see, let's go through. Vigilance is good, David Form's bad, Inner Peace is good, Conclude's good, Swivel's good, Study's great, Meditate's great, Flying Sleeves is okay, Deceive Reality's okay, Crescendo's great, Wheel Kick's great, Empty Mind's good. Good to great. It's very good. We probably got the health to give. It's a little sketchy. Okay. Meditate's good. Alright, Sentries twice. Sentries 2.0. Yes, 5 energy. So we've got Daviform. With the fight most likely to not let you use all your energy. We have to end and conclude, which I think means we're going to stay in Wrath. So I'll use this for bonus energy. I think we're going to play Safety instead of Daviform. Even with a 5 energy start, we're still never going to play Daviform. We can just kill both. And hold the Flying Sleeves, which is lethal. Sweet. Oh, duality. Huh. Jeez, Flying Sleeves plus in Wrath mode does a surprising amount of the damage. That caught me off guard. I was like, does 12 twice? Whoa. 24 damage for 1. Tranquility, Protect, and Foresight. The main argument for Foresight is Mummified Hand. If we do end up doing Swivel Ragnarok stuff, Foresight's great. Both for setting it up and for decosting it. If we're doing turn 1 infinite stuff, though, Foresight is a power that's in the way. Oh, congratulations on getting to Ascension 11, King Rat. Congratulations. Is that with, is that your highest on any character? I think we're probably skipping Foresight. We're about to go to a shop, so this shop is pretty, will kind of tell us what our plan for the future is. We don't really know right now, so picking a card based on that plan seems like a bad idea. Could actually pick Protect here. Guardian does demand at least a little bit of block. We're a little bit below the bar here. We can hold on to a safety, so that gives us some semblance of safety, but Swivel Vigilance is not really enough. I don't think I'm going to take Protect. At least not before we see Establishment. Alright, what do we got? Panacea is actually pretty good with Duality. Probably end up taking a Panacea. Flurry, also good with Duality. Still waiting on that Rush Down. Ascension 10 on Ironclad and now 12 on Defect. Nice. The run where I perfected Slime Boss had super lucky synergies. Didn't have to take a rest stop the whole first act and most of the second act. Nice. Yeah, I think it's probably, you probably only want to rest like twice a run at most, which is like, I think, much less than people are accustomed to. Upgrades are really important. So we could do Flurry, Panacea, card remove. What are we removing? I don't think we really need a card remove at this point. We're not, like, obviously going for an infinite. Toolbox is great. And we can afford it with this stuff. Could block for us. Flurry of Blows is notably quite bad against Guardian, so taking Flurry of Blows. That is the third eye beta art, yeah. I've forgotten what the regular third eye art looks like. Oh, it's pretty much the same, actually. Very similar. Third eye's a pretty good card. There's also potions here. We've got 3 open potion slots. So Panacea, Flurry. Coconut just like sits in this one chair and yells at me. She like really wants me to know something about her being in that chair. I feel like she wants me to come sit in the chair with her, but there's only room for one person, so I'd have to like sit. I don't know. I guess she wants me to like pick her up, sit on the chair, and put her on my lap. That's probably the idea. Maybe she just doesn't even know what she wants. Okay, so this costs 154. So we'd have 161 left over, which is exactly what Toolbox costs. So we can afford this exactly, and it seems really good. That seems like a sign, right? Here, I'm going to add those numbers up in a calculator just to make sure I'm not messing up. 95 plus 59 plus 161. Yep, 315. That's pretty sick. Okay. We should probably rest here. We were talking about getting a Meditate upgrade, but then we cheated it out of Shining Light, so... How good is Violence on a general standpoint when compared to Carve Reality? Violence versus Carve Reality. Not quite sure why you'd compare those two exactly. Violence is quite good. Particularly in the context of a Pandora's Box. Helps you draw your 10-card hand, do your infinite combo. But any fight helps you like be really explosive. Oh, through Violence. Oh, sorry. I read that as though Violence. Yeah. You even spelled it correctly. There's no excuse for me to... okay, so Through Violence versus Carve Reality. Through Violence is kind of like a difficult card for me to play. It can get played sometimes. It's kind of like it's nice if you can afford to like set it up. if you're gonna have some like a big divinity turn, the Through Violence, or Through Violence is the payoff card for Reach Heaven. So you play Reach Heaven to set up, and then play the Through Violence in like Divinity or something. But that archetype is like pretty slow, and Carve Reality, you can play the Carve Reality and the Smite in the same turn. So like you can just like go into Wrath, play Carve Reality and Smite, and get lethal, and be done with the fight. You don't have to do so much setup stuff. I generally prefer Carve Reality. Plus, they both work with Establishment, though, so... Alright, I think we're going to rest here. I'm pretty afraid of Guardian. We really need to get a lot of value out of this Panacea Duality interaction to win this fight. I mean, if you're looking just for explosive plays, it has to be Reach Heaven, right? Because the Through Violence is crazy explosive. If we take Finesse, are we infinite? So the infinite is Inner Peace, Empty Mind, Finesse. We have 17 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them get removed. Hey, Bad Terrence. So we have 12 cards here, so we can't infinite. Oh wait, can we? Sorry, let me count this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards get removed. Yeah, so we'll end up with actually 13 cards because we're considering adding this. So we can't get to an infinite. I think Finesse is still fine, just as a block card. Yeah. Pandora's Month and Infinite Month tend to feel pretty similar. Apotheosis is also quite nice here. We don't get to see our opening hand before we choose this. Definitely never Swift Strike. I mean, we're trying to get a bunch of decks with Duality, and then Panacea away the temporariness. So Finesse makes a lot of sense. Draws a card, pays off the decks. What's Apotheosis do? Upgrades Vigilance. We're going to play Deva Form in the fight, so upgraded Inner Peace makes a lot of sense. Empty Mind, too. Draw a bunch of cards. That makes our block more consistent. Yeah, let's go for the consistency. Guess there's no reason not to play Flying Sleeves because we can get it back with Meditate if we want. Unless we want Inner Peace back. We get both, right? Because there's no point in taking Flurry Blows back. I guess you still retain it if you take the Flurry Blows back, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you do. I guess we want to split next turn, so we will take the Inner Peace back. We'll just take Inner Peace Flying Sleeves back. Or Flying Sleeves Flurry. Whiskey wants to see Coconut. Well, I want to see Coconut too. Let's go see Coconut. So unfortunately, it looks like our Deva Form turn here is sort of running into our, whatchamacallit, our Panacea turn, and our Split turn. I think Panacea and Split are going to win. So it's like Flurry, Crescendo, Crush Joints, Flurry, Flying Sleeves, Panacea here. Actually, that only costs 2, so we should actually have energy for Deva Farm. We have to skip Vigilance, though, and that means we're stuck in Wrath. So we should look at our draw pile and see if we think we're going to draw an exit. I think we probably are. We've got quite a few Empty Minds and exit. I guess it's just Empty Mind. That's a good point. Yeah, Vigilance will be the only Zero Cost card left in hand. Or the only eligible card left in hand. Sweet. Well, that means we can actually get one more proc on Panacea, too, because we can Vigilance and Flurry. So it's Flurry Crescendo is the damage optimizing way. Oh, we have 2 artifacts. Huh. I guess that's just going to give us an extra dex. Okay. Chat, let me know if anybody was confused by the temporary dex interaction there, because I can explain that. It's worth being confused about. It's weird. Double Insight draws all 4 of these. If we want. Empty Mind also draws 3 cards. We have tons of energy and stuff. Let's actually Empty Mind before we do the Insights so that we draw the Flurry back and shuffle with that in hand. Yeah, we did add the Panacea just to do that, yes. Yeah, we just bought the Panacea at the store. Like 2 floors ago. Panacea Duality is insane. Okay, we have to block for 10. It's easier to block after we have played a bunch of attacks because of the temporary decks. We can't exit Eruption when we go into it, so we probably don't want to do that. Unless we Insight and draw one of these. Actually, we're guaranteed to, because there's 4 out of 5 are all stance exits. That's kind of insane. Alright, so let's play Deceive Reality to block. Crush Joints keep the vulnerable up. Maybe we actually can just go into Wrath here, because we have the safety. So it would be like Flurry, Wrath, Safety, Conclude. Yeah, that checks out. We could also do Flurry, Wrath, Swivel, Conclude, hold the safety. Or Swivel, Wheel Kick. It's even more damage. Draws 2 cards with 0 energy, but there's no downside to that. In fact, there's an upside, because we can draw Flying Sleeves and retain it. Yeah, okay. Well, I guess we're gonna have an extra Flurry, but we have the block for it, right? Let me go get that. Thank you, Weesby. Drat, I was explaining something really complicated, so now I'm totally lost. Okay, so each attack counts as -3 health, right? Because we take 4 damage return, but they give us 1 dex. So if we're playing 1 block card, that's -3. So if we end the turn in Wrath mode, he's hitting for 20. We currently have a block surplus of 5 with the swivel, so we'd only be able to afford 1 attack, and we're talking about a line that does 4 attacks. So we would take like 7 damage or so. So let's plan on not ending in Wrath mode then. So we'll just do like Flurry, Swivel, Wheel Kick or something. Flurry, Swivel, Wheel Kick can also draw a Call Mentor. Let's see what we draw. Okay. Let's get this an extra flurry, too. Okay, he's hitting for 16. We've got plenty of block if we need it. Let's draw some cards. Got another Swivel Wheel Kick coming up. Okay. Do we want another safety? Yeah, I think we do. Might as well. This makes us take 1. No point to take 1. If you Swivel Flurry, yeah, it does. At least that's my understanding. We would take 1 if we do this. Seems like we're probably going to take 0 for the rest of the fight if we want to, so let's take 0. I feel like there's a lethal here with Eruption, so let's just start doing that. Yeah, pretty easy lethal. Okay. Well, I guess resting was unnecessary. Lesson learned is always quite good. We do have a Deva form, so Conjure Blade is theoretically something we could work up to. Seems probably bad. Second Deva form, now we're thinking. We could just like pick second Deva form and a bunch of card draw. It's not like a bad idea. It doesn't need to be infinite as long as it's enough, right? If you get that much energy. Stuff just dies to Wheel Kicks. Mummified Hand too, yeah, good point. Got some crazy energy manipulation there. But I think Lesson Learned is probably the pick. Lesson Learned is quite good. A lot of upgrades we need, too. Plus Deva Form lets us pick Fusion Hammer. Violet Lotus is infinite lethal. It's infinite, right? Because then we can do like Inner Peace, Empty Mind, a 1-cost card draw. So like, Cut Through Fate or something. Seems good. Got a lot of call mentors and exits. Other things to consider, Coffee Dripper's kind of okay. We've got a regen pot in the bar. Generally not planning on taking too much more damage. Tiny House seems really unnecessary. The value of upgrades is really low because we have Lesson Learned. Potion's okay. Lotus seems sick. Let's do that. How free is Dripper? Depends on the deck. Can she afford to not rest? Yes. Yeah, I mean, it depends. Having another sustain relic is nice, but not necessary. So now the question is, how do we get the deck small enough that we can infinite? We've added quite a few cards here. Is that the right goal? We're up to 18 cards. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 removes, 6 removes. So it's a 12-card deck currently. Need to be a 9-card deck to infinite against the heart. So we have to get 3 card removes. That seems pretty reasonable. We're in Act 2. We don't have much money, though. But our card removes still cost 75, so we'd have to pay a total of 300 gold to get the card removes we need. As long as we're doing 1 per act and we don't add any more permanent cards, we can get there. Seems reasonable. There's also, like, you know, falling and stuff. There's, like, plenty of opportunities to remove cards. Yeah, we could also do a more than 11 card cycle, right? If all the cards involve draw, but there's currently no cards in the deck that do that. I guess if we get a rush down, then we could do a more than 12 card cycle, because Inner Peace, Empty Mind, and Eruption would all draw. I think that can break, though, if you Eruption and draw Eruption. Then it breaks. So you got to be really careful with quote-unquote infinites that that don't work the same way every time, because a lot of times they're not actually infinite. How do we feel about Act 2 elites? We've got a Conclude. Conclude's fairly good in Act 2. Eventually wants to get out of the deck, but not yet. Seems like we're fairly strong. Pretty good at assassinating a Slaver on turn 1. I don't think we're particularly afraid of Book of Stabbing. There's a 2-shop path here that does 2 elites. Can we afford 2 card removes? We'd need 175 by the end of the act. Yeah, we'd get there. Any other paths we want to consider? Early shop there too. Shop with only 77 gold is pretty bad. Although we can do the important thing of remove a card. But that 77 is so low that, like, if we see a rushdown, we can't buy it, potentially. Let's see, it's an uncommon card. I guess we could theoretically sometimes buy it, but usually not, right? I guess we'd have a little bit more gold from the fight, so we'd probably be able to buy it. Looking at the uncommon card cell right in the middle there. Alright. Birds. We get to see that they're attacking. They are all attacking. Took Apotheosis last time. That seemed reasonable. Magnetism can get us Shackles. I guess when we were budgeting the 3 card removes, we also need to add 1 for Toolbox, right? Because we can't skip this card, and sometimes it doesn't exhaust. So to be really consistent, we need 4 card removes. Where you can sell stuff to the shop. Yeah. It's curious if that isn't part of the game. It seems like an obvious extension of the idea that shops exist, is that you can sell stuff to them. I wonder if they tried it. They might not have, right? Because, like, if you consider the game's roots, like, if you go play Dominion, they've, like, the concept of the marketplace for the the cards is so abstract that they just look like piles of cards on the table, right? It just feels like a game mechanic that you could just have them if you pay the cost. But in Slay the Spire, because there's like a character associated with it, instead of treating it like a game mechanic, you treat it like an interaction with an NPC, and it feels like you should be able to sell stuff to that NPC. So they may have sort of breached their affordance there, right? But because they by making the merchant into a character, they're sort of promising that you can sell things to him, whereas that may have never been intended as a game mechanic. Which is really dangerous as a game designer. You want to make sure your affordances are aligned with your mechanics. Alright. Can't go too wrong with Apotheosis. I don't know, Deceive Reality Swivel set up for next turn. Deceive Reality Swivel blocks for 12. The big upside of Deceive Reality Swivel is we hold the Swivel Charge and a Flying Sleeves. So we're likely to be able to knock down the bird next turn. Yeah, maybe taking Apotheosis was incorrect, right? Because we knew they were all attacking, so I think we probably knew we didn't have 2 extra energy. I guess we can Safety instead. Safety blocks for more than Swivel. But Swivel helps us knock down the bird next turn, so I think Swivel. We also get to hold the Safety. Only 1 bird attacking, but we actually can't knock him down. We only drew 1 attack. So we have to block for 14. Or kill him. I think like Crescendo, Crush Joints, Flying Sleeve does a lot of damage. I don't know if it kills them. I guess it would just do the listed damage, right? Because it's doubled and halved. So 10 plus 18, 28. So yeah, it would kill him. No Flurry to get back. We'd be left with 1 energy, so we could meditate. Alright. Meditate hitting Crush Joints, Flying Sleeves, just do the same thing next turn. Oh, maybe Eruption Flying Sleeves. Yeah, let's do Eruption Flying Sleeves, because that way if we get a Flurry of Blows, we can knock somebody down. Yeah, okay. Conclude 2. Might be able to knock down both. Can we hit both 3 times? So we get like Flurry, Eruption, Flurry, that's 3, and then like Flying Sleeves, Wheel Kick would be the other 3. I don't know if we can afford that. Eruption is plus 2 energy because of the Violet Lotus. So Flurry, Eruption, Flurry puts us up to 5 energy. So yeah, we can afford it. Okay, sweet. Let's knock them both down. Super awkward Panacea interaction here. If we play Panacea Conclude, then the new temporary dex from the Conclude will eat the artifact and we'll get 1 dex. I guess we could just, like, Panacea Safety Inner Piece here. Or Inner Piece Flurry Panacea Safety. Nah, if we conclude, we get a lesson learned guaranteed next turn. This does, what, 12 to both? So yeah, this sets up perfectly. We don't need Panacea. I almost forgot we were going for lesson learned. Okay. Tranquility, Halt, and Fear No Evil. Halt is a great way to block if we've got an existing infinite loop that involves any Wrath. We kind of have like half of an infinite, and taking Halt would kind of disrupt it. Halt really helps for paying off duality, but I think if we're picking it, we're kind of giving up on the infinite. So I don't know. I kind of feel both ways on this. Like the goal here is to get a win, not to get an infinite. So if infinite is not the correct way to win, we should ignore it. But infinites do pretty much always win, so if you can get one, it's pretty reliable from there. Halt is also a common, so we can skip it now, try going for the infinite, and then if we miss, pick up a Halt later, maybe. Yeah, it seems like the deck is strong enough now without picking a Halt. So I think we're allowed to go on for a while without picking a Halt. It's such a good card, though. It definitely would make the deck better right now, like significantly. Halt is such an insane card. Oops, I'm actually going to restart the reward section. I didn't mean to click that. I just meant to right-click on it to look at it closer. Halt is such an insane card, because like there's only a couple of cards in the game that give you like leverage off of your decks, right? Pretty much all the block cards give you 1x decks, right? There's no like sword boom for decks, right? But Halt does. And of the other ones that do give you multiple shots on your decks is Deceive Reality, which is another Watcher card. So screw you, other classes. Watcher gets 2, and then Reinforced Body. And Reinforced Body like kind of feels like cheating, right? Because it's basically you're just like you only have to draw one card, sure, but you have to spend scaling energy to get the scaling block. And the same is kind of true for Deceive Reality. Hold on a second. That's true. Yeah, dodge and roll does exist. That's true. So silent gets 1 too. Yeah, it seems like if you're going to be allowed to sell things to the shopkeeper, you should just always be able to do it. They should just rebalance all the prices if they're going to do a mod where you sell stuff. Yeah, I think we're probably skipping Halt, but it's really good. Is it too good to skip? We have a Deceive Reality. It's not like we don't currently have a way to scale our block. Alright, I'm gonna skip it. Okay. There's violence, not through violence, just violence. Violence is excellent if we can find Panacea on turn 1, go off and play a bunch of attacks and get all our decks right away. Obviously, he's not attacking on turn 1, so it's pretty nice. We got Panacea, too. The only skill in the hand is Panacea. I guess it doesn't really matter if we get Crushed Giants because he's got so many artifact charges. Alright. Oh, is this lethal? 24 plus 20? It is lethal. Jesus. Okay. That's one way to do it. There's a Tantrum. Once again, adding a card to the deck. It's a really good card, though. Especially if we can find a Rushdown that's super good. It's not super necessary. Hey, Guitar. Tetsu, are you talking about the quality of life thing, where if you do a Rushdown infinite, Tantrum will always be in the same place in your hand? Because if so, I feel like I'm not very receptive to that argument. It's like, having like a slight quality of life upgrade for when the infinite goes off feels like a really low priority when we're sitting here with no infinite. Buenos dias, Guitar. I don't know. I mean, it basically just does what Eruption does, right? We have a Flurry in the deck and a Panacea, so having extra Wrath Enters makes a lot of sense. Helps make Violet Lotus better, because we can exit Calm into Wrath more repeatedly. I guess we do have an exit. Calm enters versus calm exits. We've got 3 enters and 3 exits. So I feel like that's pretty reasonable. We don't really need to add a Tantrum to that mix. Yeah, I feel like both of the last 2 floors have really tested my my resolve for skipping cards. Because we've seen a Halt and a Tantrum, both really good cards. Not super necessary, though. And the deck is so good right now, it feels like kind of a waste to add an extra card. Oh, I didn't get a Lesson Learned proc in the last fight. I keep forgetting about Lesson Learned. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 more Lesson Learned targets. Should be able to get all of them. Just came out with patch notes. Very exciting. Yeah, the Hearthstone community thought they were going to come out with patch notes yesterday. But they didn't do it. Yeah, the Quillbars are super busted in Battlegrounds. Like, you basically can't win Battlegrounds without Quillbars currently. It's very silly. Yeah, I'm gonna skip Tantrum too. Who needs cards? Cards are Kronger. Alright, question mark first or question mark later? I think it's probably question mark first, but let's go ahead and take a look. Ancient Writing we want first. Augmenter we want first. What do we do at Augmenter? Is it Transform 2? It's probably Transform 2. Council of Ghosts we want after? I don't know what we want for Council of Ghosts. I think we probably just skip it either way. Curse Tome we want first. Forgotten Altar we don't want, and we want it after. Or, I guess it doesn't matter. I guess we want it first. Mass Bandits we want first. Beggar we want first. Vagrant we want first. Library we want first. Mausoleum we skip. Nest we want either way. We're taking the gold, and vampires we don't want. So we want first. Okay. Here's Vagrant, so we take the relic, right? Unless we're like really trying to save gold for the card removes. I guess if we take this relic, we don't go this way, right? We'd have to go here. So we get an extra elite instead of a fire and a shop. That seems fine. Ooh, Maw Bank, okay. Well, now we'll definitely have enough money for later, but we probably have to dodge this shop too. And getting 3 card removes will require 2 shops in Act 3. Interesting. Maybe we do go to that later shop. What does Secret Technique do right now? Secret Technique can get us Panacea and block the Confused. I think I want to block the Confused. Crap. What I didn't consider is that if we play Secret Technique Panacea, we can't play any attacks, because any attacks will eat the artifact before he confuses us. I guess we wanted to skip Lesson Learned anyway, so we're only really skipping 4 damage. But we kind of got lucky here, the way that worked out. And we finally get to play Deva Form! What did they change with the patch? No, it's been a bad one. How did they make Quillbores compatible with the rest of the game? Let's swivel wheel kick, draw some cards, try to block. Drat. I guess I'll Flying Sleeves meditate, or Crush Joints meditate. Yeah, Crush Joints meditate's better, so we can hold it. Let's see, what are we getting next turn? We're gonna be in Calm with an Eruption. Let's take these. Okay, so Eruption, get the damage, Deceive Reality to get Crush Joints to make vulnerable. And then this is lethal. No setup, so that's fine. Let's go. Collect says Exhaust on it would make Deva Form a little easier to play. It's a pretty bad card, though. Bowling Bash is sometimes good in Act 2. Oh, I did skip my Lesson Learned again. Shit. I guess I should have... thanks for reminding me. I guess I should have meditated the Lesson Learned. I did not realize I was getting lethal. I should have, though. I knew I was getting 1,000,000 damage. Alright, we're gonna skip here. Peace Pipe. Well, that's a bunch of card removes. Alright, let's turn this car around. We care about fires more than anything else now. So do we go left? It's 2 fires. We don't want to go through this shop, though, to get the 2 fires. So yeah, I think we go left here. So we're giving up a 3 elite line for a 1 elite line? Is that really correct? We're trading 1 fire for 2 elites, basically. I think that is correct. I think card removes are more important than relics right now. Okay, obviously this is better than Sapphire Key. Cool, let's go remove some cards. Alright, so we're definitely going infinite now. And we get to remove unupgraded cards before Lesson Learned hits them. Probably starting with Swivel. Swivel's pretty awkward. It's nice to have a block card sometimes, but Swivel's not really the one you want. Could be conclude, or study, or Devaform, or flurry of blows. I think we've got pretty reasonable arguments for all the other cards in the deck. It could be vigilance, I guess. The arguments for study and Devaform is that they are powers and remove themselves. The argument for vigilance is it blocks and enters calm for Lotus. The arguments for like crush joints is it does a bunch of damage. Wheel kick draws. Empty mind's part of a combo. Deceive reality scales our decks. Flurry of blows gets us deck scaling. Lesson learned upgrades everything else. So I think everything's got an argument except for Swivel and Conclude. So those are the first two to get removed. And probably Swivel first so we can use Conclude to kill the elite. Okay, we're not forgetting lesson learned this time. We have remembered to learn our lesson. Attacks are a lot better than skills in a chosen fight. You can see Metamorphosis getting picked here. Sure. We can draw a crap ton of cards with Vigilance, Inner Peace, Empty Mind. Draws 6 cards. And costs 1 energy. It's basically a scrawl. Alright, scrawl in the opening hand. Seems good to me. Wow, we still didn't get anything good? How is that possible? We got all the good cards are next turn. Phenomenal. I guess we can Panacea away the Hex. That's pretty nice. So that's probably like Panacea, Devaform, Meditate. We can't play Conclude because the Panacea charge. I guess we can play whatever Devaform hits. Conclude. Alright, fine. We're gonna be in Calm, but we're gonna draw a Wrath Enter. Let's take these two. No Hex for me. Okay, can we kill Cultist this turn? I think probably. Are we changing stances again? Yeah, I think we are going to change stances. So I'll actually wheel kick on Chosen, and then change stances. I guess we can continue changing stances if we want. Crescendo, Flying Sleeves Conclude. Sets up for Lesson Learned, right? Crescendo, Flying Sleeves does 24, Conclude does another 24, so 48 total. 48 leaves her at 25. So, like, Crush Joints, Lesson Learned gets lethal. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, and the Flurry. Just a casual 10 attack turn. No big deal. Alright. Oh, that's not lethal. This is lethal. Alright, extra Deceive Reality, I don't think so. Sash Whip and Crescendo. Crescendo is theoretically pickable. If we had a Rushdale, maybe. Currently we have a balance of Calm enters and Calm exits. But one of the Calm exits is a Crescendo, so it kind of needs a second Crescendo to be like to work over multiple shuffles, you know? Well, that's a pretty weak argument, so I'm gonna skip it. Get jaxed. A man with an eye patch and a devilish grin strides up to you. Hey there, stranger. Interested in advancing science? I can make you stronger than any training or blessing. You're gonna need it if you're one of those heroes with a death wish. What do you say? His voice got progressively smokier as I continued reading that. Almost got sultry there at the end. If we do transforms, what are we transforming? Probably conclude and... Flying sleeves? Studied is kind of an option, yeah. Study could work. What's our card count here? 17 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 of them get removed. So we're currently an 11 card deck. So we need net 2 card removes before the heart. We're getting there really easily with Peace Pipe. So we're not like super desperate to remove only permanent cards. So we could do study over Flying Sleeves. Especially since Flying Sleeves is already upgraded and we have a lesson learned ticking. Study is also super awkward. Could remove Deva Form if we're just removing awkward, non-permanent cards. I do not want the mutagens here. I'm not 100% confident how this works, but here's the situation. So it's turn 1, so we have mutagenic strength, we have 3 temporary strength. We play 10 attacks. We've got a Panacea in hand, so we've got 10 temporary decks. Or on the bar it says 3 strength, 3 temporary strength, 10 decks, 10 temporary decks, right? So it's sort of, we've got 13 stats and it's threatening to take them away from us. If we play Panacea, I believe what will happen is at the end of the turn we lose the temporary strength only, and then we lose the permanent decks. So we'd be left with 3 strength, which is the stat we don't want. On the flip side, we do have a lesson learned, so eventually the Panacea will do 2 artifact charges, so we can keep both. And we're playing Watcher, so strength scaling is really good. And transforms aren't really that good. So maybe we should just take the mutagens. I believe, well, I think it's first in, first out. Is it first in, last out? Are you telling me different information than I've said? Because the mutagens would go first. Before the temporary decks. So my understanding is that the temporary strength debuff would proc first. I see. Okay, first and first. Okay. That's my understanding, though, because I really don't know. I don't know if I've ever been in that situation. I imagine I probably have. Maybe I didn't pay enough attention. Maybe I just didn't learn. I guess it sounds pretty good. If we get a Panacea Plus, or we just don't do the Panacea on turn 1, right? Both are highly possible. Transforms are nice too, though. Transforms could get us like a rush down. It's a shot on goal. If we don't transform the Conclude, we get to keep it through this elite fight. Conclude continues to be pretty good in Act 2 elites, but then pretty much immediately falls off. So it's nice for Gremlin Leader or Slavers. Yeah, I guess I'll just take the mutagens. We play 10 attacks a turn. That's 30 damage. This is fine. We've already got enough card removes. Frozen Egg or Sapphire Key. Frozen Egg upgrades our hypothetical Rushdown. You know what else upgrades our hypothetical Rushdown? Lesson learned. This is probably Sapphire Key. We're pretty unlikely to even take a power if it's not Rushdown. Man, we're getting Apotheosis like every time. from toolbox. Apotheosis study, or what? I guess we can do Vigilance Empty Mind for free. We should probably use a potion this fight. This fight can be an arbitrary length fight, so we could just drink regen pot right now. So now Apotheosis meditate. Meditate on Empty Mind. And like flurry, I guess. Is study or meditate better? Meditate's 3 energy next turn though, and 2 extra cards. Okay. I would like to get Crush Joints before we start doing too much stuff. Inner Peace or Empty Mind will draw it, most likely. Inner Peace is guaranteed, Empty Mind's not. Alright, let's clear out a hand room and draw it with Inner Peace. Oops, I should have been in Wrath mode for that. I want to play Panacea to save the decks. I want to play Empty Mind so that she doesn't hit me too hard. I want to play Lesson Learned. Is there a way to do all these things? Oh, Lesson Learned's already lethal. Okay. So it's just like Lesson Learned, Deceive Reality, Empty Mind, Panacea. Okay. Let's see if Empty Mind redraws Flurry. Nope. I guess just Vigilance Study. Okay, everything, sure. Oh, I guess I should have taken the Flurry, 'cause I didn't realize I was shuffling. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Nothing to set up. Let's go. Tantrum again, now with mutagens? God. Why aren't these uncommons Rush Down or Talk to the Hand? Why can't I get the uncommons that I want? I keep getting the uncommons that are just tempting and bad. No, we're clearly an infinite now, right? Because we have Peace Pipe, so we definitely shouldn't take just extra cards that are good. It's gone from, like, debatably wrong to, like, objectively wrong. So let's skip it. But it makes me feel the feels. These all strength scale, actually. Kind of unusual. Just pick mutagens, get Tantrum, Flying Sleeves, Bowling Bash next card reward. Weird. Alright, Slavers. Hand of Greed's nice. Impatience can trigger. Wait, is Impatience infinite? I think our deck size is still too big, right? It'd be our 12th card. And probably just doesn't work, right? Okay, let's take Hand of Greed. Vigilance Empty Mind blocks, draws, and is energy neutral. Um... Well, 34 damage coming in. We've got Deceive Reality for block. Might just be like Flurry, Deceive Reality, Safety here. And maybe a block bot or something. I mean, Flurry's definitely getting played, so let's just do that. So Deceive Reality Safety currently blocks for 5 plus 13 is 18. Plus the 12 is 30. I think we're too worried about wounds. We're not infinite yet, so we don't really care. Okay. Okay. Eruption lesson learned is 29 damage. That's like exactly enough to kill Slaver. Or Red Slaver, rather. Inner Piece first gives us extra energy. Gets back Flurry. Problem with that is then we've got no exit. Excuse me. And we take a bunch of damage. There's not a ton of good options here, so I think that's the way. Great, I'm glad we got the useless upgrades first. Very helpful. Actually, Crescendo Crush Joints Flurry of Blows kills Blue Slaver and blocks for 26. That feels pretty good. Crescendo for nothing, but it's a skill, so Crush Joints turns on. Okay. Ouch. Take 16. Panacea to get Crush Joints online. Is that lethal? I believe it is. Yep. Alright. Pocket Watch. Fear no evil, Flurry Blows, Consecrate. Don't think we want any of these. Let's see, it's Collector. Are we trying to infinite on Collector? We're pretty close, right? 17 minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so 11 cards there, but then we actually have the extra one from Toolbox, so we're 12 cards, but we can combo with 11, so we just have to remove one at one of these two fires. We'll be infinite, so we definitely can't add more cards, that's bad. Fires are much better than fights. Took Rest or Smith all kind of seem like options. Smith probably not, because we have Lesson Learned in the deck. Argument for Rest is I want to make sure I'm surviving like Snake Plant and stuff here. Argument for Toke is we get more consistent turn 1 infinites, or we get more consistent infinites if we Toke and remove the extra stuff. It's nice to get rid of Conclude. Get that out of Meditate's way. I think we probably survive with these potions. These potions are pretty good. Okay. Chosen again. Birds attacking on 1. Apotheosis is pretty nice. Madness has some hits, but let's do Apotheosis. Got Panacea for the Hex on 1. Excellent. Unfortunately, we're just going to get hit for 6. I guess the panacea is keeping the strength and blocking the hex. It's still useful, even though it's not useful in the way that things usually are. Okay. We can definitely knock the bird down here. We might even be able to kill Chosen this turn. Do like Flurry, Crescendo, Crush Joints, Flurry, Vigilance, Flurry, with 3 strength. So 9 plus, this would be 26, so 37, and this is going to be 27. Jesus. Okay, so 36, was it 36? It's 26 plus 9, so 35. 35 plus 27 is 62. And then we do, the next one would be for 13. So 75 damage total. Yeah, it's not enough. Okay, let's just knock the bird down then. I guess we don't even need to go into Wrath to knock the bird down. Could try to save Crescendo. But then we don't have enough energy, right? Yeah. I guess we can afford Crush Joints on Chosen to set her up, because we still have 3 more attacks. We could draw cards. We got 1 energy left. I'd rather not draw the lesson learned though. We set that up for next turn. Next turn looks fine. Uh, 18 plus 48 is definitely lethal, so we could just lesson learned on Chosen here. That's much better. Sweet. Alright, bar is back to full. Potion chance is at 50, so we're going to have to spend a potion in the boss fight. These are all bad. We talked about Crescendo. Crescendo's kind of okay, but seems like kind of unnecessary. I think we actually sleep here. Finding a rushdown would be super nice. I guess we're guaranteed to find at least a non-permanent card here, right? And the upside of rushdown is pretty massive. Although not strictly necessary. But would be excellent. But the rest is pretty nice. We're currently in a position where we could die to Collector, and we would like to spend the campsite removing a card. So this basically says, we have like a 50% chance at a rushdown here. Actually, let's do some library math. How likely are you to get a specific uncommon card from library? So library gives you 1 of 20 cards. I believe it doesn't respect card rarity at all. So it just picks 20 completely random cards from your class. So how many Watcher cards are there? No, they can't be starter cards, I guess. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54. I'm going to stop at 54 for a second and write that down, because that's the last uncommon card. And I'm looking through them in rarity order, so I can go back and count the commons earlier to get the number of uncommons, which I'm also going to need. Now counting rares: 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71 total. So 71 total, 54 commons and uncommons. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 commons. So 19 commons, 54 minus 19 is 35. 35 uncommons, 71 total cards. So 35... Well, wait, we're not... I asked about a specific uncommon. I don't know why I counted the uncommons there. It's totally unnecessary. So it's out of 71. So the chance of missing for the first card is 70 out of 71. So it's 70 factorial divided by... is it 49 or 50 factorial? It'd be 50 factorial, I believe. No. Because we wanted to count one card. No, it is 50. Okay. And so that's divided by 71 factorial over 51 factorial. So that's our chance of missing completely, because every card has to be different. So they're removed with without replacement. So we have a 71% chance of missing. Huh, that's much higher than I would imagine. So only 30% of the time, if you want a specific card, does the library give it to you. 1 in 5 rare chance on library doesn't seem right. What do you mean? No, you definitely get rares in library. I believe that the rarity does not matter at all. Here, let's look at the wiki. Let's see what the wiki says about library. Oh my god, the wiki changed. Now they all have icons. I guess this is better, but it's also very confusing. Are affected by the current rarity rate, but do not affect it. Okay, so this is completely out the window. So we should look at our current rarity rate. Our current... Oh god. We have to, like, reverse engineer this card drop chance into our rarity rate to figure out what it is. This is so irritating. Okay, how did we get into factorials? So the cards can't repeat, so there's a limited set of cards. Yeah. So okay. So we've looked at the wiki, and so we've determined that it's based on our current rare chance. I don't know if people know how exactly we get it. The rare chance works. So you start at -2% at the beginning of an act, and then each card that you see that isn't a rare increases your rare percent chance by 1%. So it's saying that we have a 28.5% chance of seeing a rare in an elite, or in a regular fight. In a regular fight, we will see 3 cards, because we don't have the things that affect that. So we'll see 3 cards. In order to get 3 cards to 28.5%, our miss chance has to be 71.5%. I don't know what the math is on that. I have no idea. Yeah, I don't know what the last rare I saw was. I guess, okay, so if we... this is so absurdly complicated. Yeah, I don't want to do the math. It is possible to do the math from this information, but I'm done. Okay. So we did the math. If there was equal rare chance, how close to equal rare chance are we? So let's see. There's total of 71. 71 minus 54 gives us the number of rare cards. So it must be 17. It's interesting that there's way more uncommon cards than either of the other two rarity types. There's 19 common cards, 35 uncommon cards, and 17 rare cards. Fascinating. Okay, so I don't know. I guess there's a rare card hit. Yeah, it seems like it is pretty close. Intuitively, I don't. It seems like the math is beyond the scope of stuff here. So there's also two outs here. I was talking about Rushdown, but also Establishment. I guess we're already infinite. We don't need an Establishment, but Establishment would be fun. Alright, I think we just heal. I don't know why I'm even talking about this so much. Like, Rushdown is like a convenience thing here. But removing a card would be really, really nice. I guess we could read and remove a card, theoretically. And then just go into the elite fight at 22 with a bunch of potions. Seems like it's probably safe. Yeah, throwing Tori, that's true. We could whiff completely. It's pretty unlikely that we've whiffed completely, because, like, any card that exhausts is kind of fine. Obviously, Rushdown is a huge hit. And Establishment, I would also feel pretty comfortable taking. How likely do we miss on Rushdown the entire run? I think it's actually pretty likely at this point. We're at the end of Act 2, so we're not really going to see that many more cards. But again, we don't need Rushdown, right? Wait, I keep telling myself there is an infinite in here. What is exactly the infinite? Don't I need another card draw card? Because, like, Inner Peace, Empty Mind is not infinite. And, like, Wheel Kick's too expensive to be the other card draw card. So we actually don't have an infinite now, even if we remove cards. We need either... Yeah, we need a card draw card. So, okay, so our outs are not just Rushdown and not just Establishment. It's Rushdown, Establishment, or any card draw card. So, okay, alright, we're going to read the library. This is going to choose basically the last card we're adding to the deck. There's an Establishment. Sweet. No Rushdown. We did miss it. We got Talk to the Hand, too. It's pretty nice. Vault is insane. I guess we take the Establishment, because that makes it infinite, right? Because now, like, Wheel Kick, Inner Peace is infinite. Sure. I mean, we've got a Mummified Hand. You have to imagine Establishment's pretty good here. Can Zero Crescendo might be helpful. What do you mean by that? Oh, decost Crescendo. Yeah, sure. Also applies to Flying Sleeves for free. And the safety from wherever that card is, the Sea of Reality. Alright, sick. Toke or Rest. We have to Toke to be infinite, right? 17 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 get removed. So it's a 10 card deck. We add 1 with the toolbox. So we actually can infinite without removing a card. So we could rest here. It definitely seems like we take some damage while we're setting this up, right? Establishment Meditate is not a fast combo. We have to have Meditate hit Wheel Kick and Inner Peace before we... We have to hit Wheel Kick twice and Inner Peace once. Or I guess if we Meditate like Empty Mind, Inner Peace, that also works. Actually, if we hit either Empty Mind or Inner Peace, then Inner Peace, Empty Mind, Wheel Kick is an infinite. Currently we have to sink 3 into Deva. Yeah, that's true. Because it's upgraded. Yay! What's the remove? Seems like Crush Joints is probably the next card to go. Maybe Vigilance. It's kind of a spicy idea. Could be Deva Form. Or Study. We could do Study so that Study never gets the upgrade. I do think we're probably surviving this elite fight, so I think it's probably best to toke here. The only, like, truly safe cards are Wheel Kick, Empty Mind, and Inner Peace. Everything else can go. It seems like Flurry and Panacea are pretty safe. Those are extremely good. Oh, I guess Establishment has to stay. Lesson Learned seems pretty safe while there's still cards to upgrade. Yeah, Flying Sleeves is pretty nice, though, with Establishment. Like, 0 cost, deal 12 damage, 24 when we're in Wrath mode. It's not, like, a bad card. I guess we don't need Eruption. We could drop Eruption. Yeah, Deva Form's pretty much nothing. But, like, if we can play Deva Form, we have a ton of card draw, so... we did have a couple of fights where we were, like, kind of pseudo-infinite. And it wasn't an actual infinite, but by the time we ran out of energy, people were dead. But maybe the time for that's over. I guess we still need two removes to infinite the heart. 2, like, permanent removes. So I think it should be a permanent card, which means Eruption, Vigilance, Flying Sleeves, Crush Joints, technically Deceive Reality, or Flurry are the only options. Yeah, I'm gonna do Crush Joints. I mean, it's an infinite, right? So who cares about the scaling rate? I think it's plenty of damage against Time Eater. How do we block against Time Eater? Oh, we have Duality. Duality, Panacea, Deceive Reality blocks just fine. Okay. That's true. Flurry is the worst against the slime. It's makes Duality really happy, though. I guess makes Duality happy is not actually that good of an argument anymore. And it's a permanent card, and it's not upgraded. So we should take a closer look at it. It's such a good card, but... I mean, all the cards are good, right? This is just going to be a tough decision. The worst cards are already non-permanent cards. Maybe it was just Deva Form. Deva Form's such garbage. When Study gets upgraded, it's actually quite nice to help draw. Alright, I'm going to do Flurry. It hurts, but I'm going to do it. We also, we need an extra permanent card slot because we don't want to play Lesson Learned until the end of the fight. Like, we counted Lesson Learned as an exhaust card, but functionally it isn't because we're going to hold it until the end of the fight. I mean, it counts against the heart, right? Because against the heart we don't care. But... Purity definitely helps us go off. Okay. Maybe I should have purityed the attacks. Also, I didn't pocket watch that turn. This is our first fight with pocket watch, so you'll have to forgive me. I'm actually gonna restart the fight. That was like super sloppy. Let's do that better. Okay, we're gonna play 3 cards. How about Devaform, Inner Peace, Purity these two? That seems great. Okay. Let's see, what are we doing here? We want to play a bunch of attacks, Panacea, and block for 14. Crescendo is energy positive. Kinda. Need to get Study out of the way. Study can also hit something else because of Mummified Hand. Gonna be tough to get a bunch of decks here, because the only attacks left are Wheel Kick and Eruption. So we kind of just need to establish Wheel Kick before we're gonna be able to live that dream. Deceive Reality's here, so we need to draw Deceive Reality. So we can just Empty Mind to draw that right now. And I guess Establishment also Mummified Hand stuff. It's Meditate, great. So we have to play, we have to get Wheel Kick in the discard. Or I guess these in the discard is fine, actually. So we can, like, Deceive Reality, Vigilance, Study, Meditate. Yeah. Okay. I guess Eruption is free. Actually, it's better than free. It's a bunch of energy. But then I can't use the energy on Wheel Kick because I already have Meditate targets that I want. And I don't want to use Lesson Learned. So I guess I'll just do Eruption to Meditate and pretend that I don't have 3 energy left over. Oh, the hell with it. Let's just Wheel Kick. If we decost a Wheel Kick, that's fine too. We'll get there. This lets us get a reasonable, or something, Panacea off as well. So if we Empty Mind, we get to Empty Mind Wheel Kick for our Meditate. Seems great. We also draw a bunch of cards. I don't know what we're doing with those, but sure. So we can keep 2 decks. Hooray. And a couple of decosts. Alright. Insight draws the rest of the deck. And now we do our first infinite. I think so. Empty Mind, Wheel Kick. Maybe. I guess we have to mix Inner Peace in sometimes. All right. And then I guess Inner Peace, Empty Mind to draw. Yeah, I like that I can fit Eruption into this combo too, just to double the damage. I think this is actually energy positive. I feel like most of the Pandora's Box runs that we've been doing have been like infinite on in early Act 1. So it's kind of fun to have one that's not infinite until the Act 2 boss. Yeah, we got pretty lucky with our relics. So then this, and then lesson learned. Okay. Neat. Right. Potions. Deus Ex Machina helps set up a little bit. Gives us some energy to get those powers down. Brilliance and Alpha seem totally unnecessary. So it's Deus Ex Machina or skip. I don't actually feel very strongly. We could definitely skip. I do kind of like Deus Ex Machina with the Mummified Hand, though, because we can use the miracles to, like, target the decosts really, really exactly, and then, like, get our decost on Deva form. Although, getting your decost on Deva form is, like, kind of good, kind of bad, right? Because it gives you a discount of 3, which is great, but if you targeted it, that means there's no other good targets in your hand, and then Deva form also wants to decost something and can't. So that's a little sad, but whatever. It's not Deus Ex Machina's fault. Block Pot is definitely better than one of these. Probably this one. This is pretty weak. Potion. We're kind of done with the deck, so Busted Crown makes some sense. That would definitely mean we're not getting Rushdown, but we clearly don't need Rushdown. Yeah, it'd be nice to remove Deva form. There's a couple other cards that can get removed first. Crush Joints and Flying Sleeves, namely. Eventually, the Lesson Learned. I think the Lesson Learned probably gets removed before Deva form. Would be my guess. Dome seems scary. Let's not do that. Black Star is okay. Black Star's good. It's kind of late, right? It's only gonna hit like 3 times maybe. So I think it's probably Crown. I guess like Pandora's Box and Crown is actually pretty decent with Pandora's Box because you're usually like done taking cards by that point. Alright, so our priorities are fires and shops. Fires are card removes, shops are also card removes. So how many fire shops can we get? This is definitely not the first crown pick this month. I think this is our 3rd crown pick this month. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 bonus thingamies. Can we do it anywhere? Anywhere else? 1, 2, 3. Nope. Yeah, seems like this path here is the best. Okay. Question mark or fight before. Falling is a card remove. Does Falling ever break the deck? Establishment, Wheel Kick, and Meditate. Yep, that feels pretty broken. I guess we need to remove Wheel Kick and look for another card draw card. Actually, if we remove Wheel Kick, we're not broken. We're still infinite with Inner Peace, Empty Mind. But we have to, like, Vigilance, Inner Peace, or something. Yeah, so there's no way Falling can break us. We are pathing. We're pathing for maximum rests plus shops. We're considering both rests and shops equal. I mean, we don't care about rests. We're gonna toke there, but Mind Bloom. We probably don't take Normality because we're so sensitive to deck size, and we're trying to infinites. Yeah, wasn't that great? Cthulhic. I was thinking about that later. That's like $50. That's crazy. I was like, geez. Sphere's obviously great. We can get like gambling chip and stuff. Sensory stone with a busted crown is not good. We don't really want to trade health for nothing. Red mask is bad. Winding halls is bad. So question marks actually aren't very good. Are fights good? The main thing we get out of fights is an upgrade. We've currently got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 upgrades left. So I don't think we're getting too much out of a fight. I think we're gonna get those upgrades. So the minimum fights is 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll have 2-ish upgrades left by the time we get to the boss run. So we're kind of barely getting there. So I guess taking an extra fight is an extra upgrade. It's pretty reasonable. Also potions, but our potions are full, so that's a little awkward. Yeah, okay, let's do the extra fight. Although the extra question marks can be removes, right? Falling, removes and rare relics. Like, rare relics are quite good. There's some bad ones. I feel like rare relics are the only way we're going to infinite on turn 1, though, right? Currently, we can't really infinite very consistently. But if we get a gambling chip, we probably can infinite on turn 1. So I guess I'll take a question mark. Okay. A single ore blocker. Has Apotheosis been in every single toolbox? Why is Toolbox doing this? I mean, I appreciate it. It was much better in Act 1 when we had no upgrades. Or I guess we didn't get a Toolbox until... No, we did have Toolbox in Act 1, yeah. Man, I never thought about that. If Toolbox is just a bottled Apotheosis, that's so insane. A bottled Apotheosis is disgusting. He's obviously attacking, they always attack. So I don't know if we have enough energy for Apotheosis here. We probably just want thinking ahead. Okay. I don't think we have lethal. We only block for 8. We can do Inner Piece Crescendo Wheel Kick. It's energy neutral, draws a bunch of cards. Finds some better block. Does a bunch of damage. Sure. Establishment not really super important this turn. Yes. Watcher. Nope. Flying Stage is dead. I'm definitely not giving the Meditate plus. 60 gold for a relic feels pretty free. Got 400 gold, so... We are going to 2 shops, so it's not nothing. We could give up the regen pot. We've been holding that regen pot for forever. We have 50% potion chance. Getting rid of a potion makes some sense. I do respect regen pot pretty highly. It's 11 health up there in the bar. 60 gold for 11 health. It's basically a... it's an Act 3 version of World of Goop. Give up Meditate Plus and buy more Inner Peace. I don't think that works the way you're thinking it does. The point of Meditate is not a call mentor. The point of Meditate is the establishment. Are you aware of the Meditate establishment interaction? Because when this retains cards, it does trigger this cost reduction. So this is currently how we're infiniting. We can't ever lose this card. Oh, can you drink the... No, you can't drink a regen pot outside of fights. But if he picks like a fruit juice, can't you drink it and then give it and then click this option anyway? I think you can. I guess is that cheating? I don't know. I don't allow myself to do like the Pandora's box glitch where you remove all your strikes and defends, or like the equivalent glitch with whatchamacallit? Yeah, we can discard it. I mean, if it gets weird, we just restart the floor, right? So, okay. So if we're gonna do that, let's discard it and then do it. But we could do 60 gold. If we do 60 gold, we go to 347. Go to a shop. Fight an elite. Go to another shop. And then go to an Act 4 shop. Yeah, I think we actually are gonna give him the regen pot. All right, so let's do science. Oh, it doesn't let you discard when you're in this event. Interesting. Okay, there you go. I guess they fixed it. I remember seeing some patch notes about it, so makes sense. Letter opener's pretty useless. Shovel to give us more rest site options that we don't need. No, thank you. We could buy liquid memories to replace our lost and but not forgotten regen pot. We don't want anything here. We just want a card remove, right? Let's do study before lesson learned hits it. Or I guess we could do... I guess we kind of want to keep the study? Yeah, study plus is pretty worthwhile with a mummified hand when we're trying to infinite on turn 2. Where is my mental fortress? How do we block with this deck? I guess just deceive reality. Could remove Vigilance too. Vigilance is unupgraded. Is Vigilance needed? It is not. It's convenient though for like Vigilance, Inner Peace, Empty Mind. If we do that combo, then that's block positive, which is convenient. Could also remove Eruption. That's not necessary for the combo, since we're not doing rushdown stuff, we're doing establishment stuff. We still need, what, 2 card removes, 2 permanent card removes for the heart. So let's figure out what those are. 17, let me just verify that. 17 cards, 19 cards in the heart fight, minus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's a 10 card deck, so yeah, we need 2 card, or we need, actually only need 1 card remove, because we can do an 11 card combo. So at least 1 permanent card's getting removed. Probably Crush Joints. Either Crush Joints or Flying Sleeves are reasonable. I guess maybe it could be Flying Sleeves. Crush Joints can... Artifact charges? We don't care about artifact charges. We have infinite damage. So probably Crush Joints, because Flying Sleeves decost itself. But we can hold on to those for a while. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 card removes available. So if we're removing 5 cards, it's like Crush Joints, Flying Sleeves, Eruption, Daviform Study. Oh, what about Lesson Learned? Yeah, Lesson Learned eventually. So we'll leave the Eruption to take out Lesson Learned. So then it's Daviform, Study, Flying Sleeves, Crush Joints, Lesson Learned are the 5. So we're going to remove one of those now. So I guess we are removing Study, and we don't want it to get hit by a Lesson Learned proc, so we should do that first. Because then there's a little bit less pressure on that. Okay. Unless we want to just go really hard and only remove permanent cards, right? We could remove Eruption, Vigilance, Flying Sleeves, Crush Joints, Lesson Learned. Wait, do we leave ourselves with no attacks? No, we have Wheel Kick. Alright, I'm just gonna remove Study. This seems fine. Panache can be our damage source if we need to. That's right, we could buy a Prismatic Shard so that the Spire elites try to take our focus, like a bunch of fools. Or we could get like a Corruption or something silly. But with Busted Crown, I don't think we're counting on getting any specific card, especially once we expand our the set of available cards to all classes. It's gonna be really difficult to find a specific one. Let's just buy Liquid Memories and leave. Does Liquid Memories have any good targets in the deck? Yeah, actually. Inner Peace, Empty Mind, Eruption, Meditate, tons of good ones. I don't think we ever talked about Spikers in this deck. We have Infinite Block, should be fun. You said you wanted relics with shovel help? Ruin us. I don't think it either helps or ruins. I think it's just kind of nothing. I'll take Purity again. Reduce the deck size. Oof! All attacking. Calm down. Vigilance Inner Peace draws a bunch of cards. Hopefully gets us some energy and block and an exit. Energy and a Deceive Reality, that works for me. Can we Crush Joint somebody to death? Most likely. Exploder's the target priority, although Repulsor's doing more damage. So 13 plus, this would be 13 times 2. So it ends up being 13 times 3, which is 39. So that would kill either one. Or I guess we would be doing Lesson Learned, which is... So we go from 13 plus 6 to 19. So 13 plus 19 is 32. So we're off by 1. I guess actually Letter Opener can get us there. So Crush Joints, Miracle Lesson Learned, or Double Miracle Lesson Learned, kills Exploder. But then we're not blocking at all. So I think we'll just take our Lesson Learned later in this fight. We'll do Crush Joint's Flying Sleeves to kill him, and Deceive Reality to block. Panacea to save the strength and the 2 decks. And Purity is just sad. Maybe we do Repulsor. I think we're taking damage here. And I want to use a potion. We're pretty likely to be able to just like Eruption, Wheel Kick this Exploder off the face of the earth next turn. Yeah, okay. I guess we could kill Exploder with, because we're proccing Letter Opener again, right? This does... Oh, it only does 18, never mind. Okay, take 3. Okay. Wheel Kick draws Establishment Meditate, which is sick. There's no reason to play Crescendo, right? Yeah. Might as well hold it. I guess we can afford Dave a form 2. Wait, that's not true. And then we need the cards that block and infinite. Okay. Empty Mind overdraws a bunch. Purity clears out some room. Oh, I guess we can just letter opener him to death. If we want. I guess we want a lesson learned, though. Not quite enough yet. What? Did I mess up? I guess I did. Wheel kick's too much damage. Lesson learned isn't enough. Crush joints is perfect. Okay. Whatever. Perseverance, definitely no. Aha, a sphere. We could kill them with letter opener, right? This fight's actually kind of scary because of the burns. So we need to, like, jump all over them immediately. Or they can kill us. Pretty decent at jumping all over people immediately. Let's see, if they both burn... They give you 2 burns, so if they both burn on turn 1 and I don't kill either of them, then we definitely can't infinite. But I think we still probably win the fight. We've got some decent potions. Let's give it a shot. We do want to spend a potion here if we can. Violence is excellent. So Eruption end with Meditate. Unless, like, Flying Sleeve's Lesson Learned. I guess Flying Sleeve's Lesson Learned attack bot's probably lethal. That makes us take 32. What if just attack bot Lesson Learned is lethal? That'd be sick. Let's see that. Didn't want to think about the Forethought Infinite. I didn't see it. Wow, this is terrible. So we have 3 Strength and we're in Wrath, so follow-up would hit for 20. Flying Sleeves is hitting for 9, so 18. 18 twice is 36. 36 plus 26 is 62. 62, so follow-up is actually infinite, or lethal here. Infinite. Sorry, what's Forethought? What's the deal? Is that the one that decosts something to 0 until it's played? So this, that. We could hit for 16. I guess we block and take 4. Seems fine. Okay. This seems like it's probably lethal as well. It isn't. Vigilance inner piece draws a bunch of cards. Oh, there we go. Man, that letter opener turned out to be actually super good. I like made fun of letter opener when I got it. I was like, that's useless, and then it immediately like did several useful things. Turns out we're Strength Watcher, DV'd all mutagens. Okay. We're planning on going here to get the extra shop and such. Let's do that. And Toke, or something else. We've got 2 fires left, so we can recall later. Yeah, it's kind of insane how like Duvidal goes from like doing nothing. Like Duvidal is like a F tier relic for like most players most of the time. But then it becomes, I guess it doesn't become insane, but it becomes a Vajra. Pretty nice. Where's the Ragnarok Infinite? Yeah, not here today, unfortunately. We did start with a swivel. There was a swivel in this box, so we were thinking about Ragnarok for a while, but we never saw one. Alright, so we're toking. What are we toking? So we talked about this a bunch already. The cards we're removing are Flying Sleeves, Crush Joints, Deva Form, and Establishment for the rest of the game. Or not Establishment, Lesson Learned. But Lesson Learned still has a couple of good targets. Lesson Learned being a bro, doing itself last. It's going to be the very last card to upgrade. Yeah, it can be strong. Right? I've had Duvu doll decks where it's like 6 strength, but that's a very particular situation. Not very normal. Also, even then, like, is 6 strength really worth the cost? I think it mostly comes up when you've got like a pain in the deck for a rupture. And that's also a situation when strength is valuable. You're saying Flank Sleeves or Vigilance? I don't think we're ever removing Vigilance. I think Vigilance is pretty useful. Blocks for 11. It's nice to have as part of the combo. We might remove Deceive Reality. Since Vigilance is doing the same job. If we want to keep all the attacks. Not being able to block is scary, though. Oh, good point. I mean, the Establishment isn't that bad, especially if we're trying to combo on turn 2. It is kind of nice to have it in our opening hand. I didn't even really consider intentionally stopping Lesson Learned from hitting it, though. So it would not hit Establishment, which is like arguably an upgrade, but it would also miss Vigilance, which we definitely would be nice, right? Why is Establishment plus bad? It becomes innate. I can't see it in this screen without removing it on accident, but we don't really want it in our opening hand. We kind of do, though. Like, we have Mummified Hand, so it's always pretty good to have. Sorry, the bot's not working. I'm not sure why it stopped working. I need to investigate that. I mean, we just fought Sphere, so we like maybe can get away with having a weak turn 1 for the rest of the run. We do see an Awakened one here, though, so it's like not completely free. I would much rather draw like some shenanigans on turn 1, Inner Peace, Empty Mind, and then eventually draw into Establishment. So yeah, the Vigilance upgrade is not great. Or missing the Vigilance upgrade is not good, but we don't really need it, right? So we could definitely remove Lesson Learned now. Yeah, let's do that. Lesson Learned is basically a permanent card anyway. What if we find a Rushdown and want an upgrade for that? We might not even pick Rushdown. No, we would. Rushdown's so good. If we find a Rushdown, then we remove the establishment, right? We don't need that noise anymore. Can we still upgrade it? I mean, we could. We could Smith. It's hard to imagine Smith overtaking Toke. Let's just remove the Deva form. I'm not too upset if Establishment gets upgraded. And it's still a 2 out of 3 for it to miss. But Deva form's just like absolutely garbage. Okay, Repto. So we got to deal with some burns coming up. Bomb is something. Probably Purity, though, right? Purity hitting wounds. We can wheel kick one of them just like right out of the sky. Kapow. Crescendo Flying Sleeves kills the other one. Or we could do something else. Vigilance Empty Mind doesn't take any energy. Draw some cards. I think we're probably just going to Empty Mind out of Wrath. No, I guess I'd rather just be in Wrath, right? Okay. Seems good. Okay. We're comboing this turn, so let's go ahead and play all the miracles. Now we want to draw a bunch of cards, so I guess we'll start with Inner Peace. And then Empty Mind wants to draw the rest of the deck. We need to get rid of some cards so we can Purity them. I think we can Purity, like, Deceive Reality, Eruption, Meditate. I don't think we need any of those anymore. So yeah, people ask a lot, like, when should I try an infinite? Or like, when is it appropriate to go for an infinite? And like, often the answer is it's not appropriate to go for an infinite. Pretty much the only time you really want to like force an infinite is when you get Pandora's Box. So I end up talking a lot about them because I love doing them, and Pandora's Box is really fun. And I'm doing all Pandora's Boxes this month, but most of the time it's not really an option. So exercise some caution. We could technically just do that loop, because it's energy positive and block positive, and technically does damage with letter opener, but might as well do some other stuff as well. We've got extra cards and extra energy, so. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Watcher can go infinite if you just like get an early rushdown, for example. Okay, can we miss getting establishment? Nope. Alright, fair enough. Flurry of Blows, we removed one earlier. I don't think we're interested in adding an extra permanent card to the deck at this point. Winding Halls. This adds cards. This adds a card. This doesn't cost very much. Let's take that one. Extra shop. Sure. A pair. Okay. Lose a little bit of max HP, get a little max HP. Why not? He is always debuffing on turn 1. Sadistic Nature is a nice way to proc Mummified Hand. Okay. No card draw here. Interesting. We don't want to play any attacks, because we want to play Panacea, and that'll keep the starting strength and also block the Constricted. So we're not playing either of these. This, I guess. So we'll just play these. And that. Okay. We can't infinite here, because we haven't decosted the right stuff yet. But we can still do quite a bit of stuff. We might just be able to kill him. Let's do 44? No, almost. Yeah, actually, Letter Opener coming in hot again. Alright, I'm never insulting Letter Opener again. Alright, Lesson Learned finally upgrades itself. Crescendo's bad. Ooh, Bag of Prep. Well, that's nice. Bag of Prep helps us recover from the hand size implications of getting the Establishment Plus. Get an extra card there. Flash of Steel technically would allow non-establishment infinites. Is that true? Yeah, because I think if we do like Inner Peace, Empty Mind, Flash of Steel, that's an infinite with no help from establishment. Yeah, you know, I usually just like get Letter Opener and then immediately forget that I have it. Yeah, this time I've been using it and it's been really useful. It doesn't seem like it does much, but look at that damage. 150 damage? Come on. Alright, so we're gonna click this, we're gonna click that. So that spends 261. We've got 98 left. I think the average damage per turn is a little bit overstated, right? Because it's we had a couple of turns where we were playing an infinite number of skills, right? So Letter Opener will rack up some damage during that. It's really just like, hey, you're doing an infinite. Congratulations. Yeah, I think we probably just do this and that and leave. I guess we have enough for a dupe pot. We can just drink a fruit juice and buy a dupe pot. But we might as well just leave some money for the Act 4 shop. I don't think dupe pot's really an all-star here. I guess we can dupe pot like Panacea, which we can't do with Liquid Memories. We're just kind of like collecting good potions. Reduces RSI injury. Good point, good point. Transcends the game and affects real life. I love that way of describing a quality of life upgrade. It's more important than the game. The only upgrade left is Vigilance, which is actually the reason we didn't remove Lesson Learned earlier. We wanted to get the Vigilance upgrade, so I think we still want to get this. We can just token away at the last fire, I guess. So it's time to remove like Flying Sleeves and Crush Joints. We've left those in there for as long as possible because it's nice to have some extra attacks. for the bulk of the game, but then eventually we just want eruption for damage and wheel kick for infinite. I'll leave the crush joints in there though. We'll remove the flying sleeves right now. We have the recall. Yeah, so we need a recall and Togue. We get one of each. Let's remove the flying sleeves. Good work, flying sleeves. I think when we remove, we might actually do the deceive reality. I kind of like the crush joints too. Get all the multipliers for the wheel kick damage. Find out right now. Oh, I guess, yeah. So we are going to be left with, because we have to recall at the next one. So we're going to be left with lesson learned to Toke at the Act 4 fire. That's fine. We can carry a lesson learned through the Act 3 bosses. No problem. So we're toking Deceive Reality? Or maybe Eruption? No, Eruption's a bigger multiply than Crush Joints, right? Crush Joints would go before Eruption. Could remove Vigilance. I do like Deceive Reality quite a bit, though. Just for blocking. I mean, Deceive Reality does so much. When we have like 3 or 4 decks or something, it ends up blocking for like 30. It's a lot. Sorry, just silently considering. I don't really have any more information to share. I don't know what the what's the basis for making this decision, right? They're all permanent cards. Eruption, Vigilance, Deceive Reality, and Crush Joints. We could just remove like Lesson Learned and then remove Vigilance later, or remove Vigilance now and Lesson Learned later. Vigilance isn't strictly required. It's less energy efficient than Deceive Reality for blocking, but it's pretty nice to have Vigilance to make inner piece combos easier. So I think Vigilance is pretty safe. I think it's Eruption, Deceive Reality, or Crush Joints. Yeah, right. we've been torturing ourselves with this lesson learned to hit the Vigilance, so it seems silly to remove the Vigilance. What does Time Eater think? Good point. Time Eater says remove none of those? That's a weird answer. Huh. Yeah, because, like, we want Eruption and Crush Giants to be card efficient against Time Eater. We want those multipliers. I guess Time Eater says remove Eruption, because Eruption we have to play every time we want to proc it with Wheel Kick. What does Establishment hit anyway? The whole deck. We've got Meditate, so we use Establishment, Meditate to decost whatever we need. In practical terms, it hits like Vigilance, Inner Peace, Wheel Kick, and Empty Mind. But yeah, there's no built-in retains anymore. I guess there's still Deceive Reality. Generates a retain. Alright, I guess I will remove the Eruption then. If Time Eater wants it gone, it's gone. Just makes the Infinite a little bit slower in other fights. Okay. Transient. Oh my god, can we greed Transient? We definitely can, right? Okay, game on. We don't actually need Crescendo to block out this turn. Just makes it a little easier, because Wheel Kick, Hand of Greed already blocks out. I guess let's see what this hits. Lesson learned, great. Okay, so we just want to play a bunch of attacks to get Panacea to do stuff. We can use Empty Mind to draw some cards. Sure. Inner Peace to get energy. Let's get rid of this Crescendo. And then Panacea. Might as well develop a safety. Wheel Kick and Empty Mind? Or maybe you should do Inner Peace and Empty Mind. I don't think it matters. I think any two of the three. Okay. This is a combo turn, so let's clear some room out and start going nuts. He's already vulnerable, so there's no point in Crush Joints. We're just doing stuff. Alright, let me get my fingers on the button here. It's kind of funny, I think this is only our second time infiniting with this deck. It's a really strong deck, but we just, like, we keep killing people before the infinite matters. I'm not keeping the numbers above the cards on permanently, I'm just keeping it on during Pandora's Box month, because it comes up so often. I still hate them. They're like they're so decoupled to the cards. It just feels like an afterthought. How many wins and losses? I don't know how many wins. I know there's 2 losses. I really only use numbers above cards for infinites. I never look at them unless wondering where my fingers are supposed to go. Yeah, mostly wins this month. Yeah, we're not forgetting Hand of Greed. Although we are getting close here. It's 36. There you go. Delicious. We'll go ahead and drink that fruit juice. Almost discarded fruit juice. Nope. I guess we did say a long time ago we might take a Protect if we found an establishment. We do have an establishment now. But we were considering removing Deceive Reality from the deck just a second ago, so I don't think Protect is going to be it. Yeah, Pandora's is ridiculously good. I would say Pandora's is significantly better than Snecko. Oh good, we got another fight, so we can lesson learn this fight. Let's go ahead and Shackles just in case somebody's attacking this turn. It is possible to get screwed by Pandora's Box. So this month we've done like 10 runs, and one of them did get screwed. We had a Watcher that died in Act 1 because the Pandora swap was terrible, and we took like 30 damage to Jawworm and died. I would say Pandora is better generally, yeah. I would say Pandora's is the best one for a swap. So we can pick up our lesson learned here pretty easily. Let's just do that, so we don't have to think too hard. Okay, we did skip establishment there, so... I mean, Snecko is good. I think Snecko is probably the best for your Act 1 boss reward. But for a boss swap, I don't think Snecko... Snecko's actually fairly weak in Act 1 for a boss swap. Can make Act 1 pretty difficult. Because you're not ready for it by that point. Can we combo this turn? Looks like we can. Oh wait, no we can't. We haven't decosted anything. There's no way to combo. Well, we need to find 20 block. I guess that's what Deceive Reality is here for. Yeah, Pyramid can put you in some difficult positions. Pyramid, like, it lets you... The power of Pyramid is it lets you plan out the fight. So, like... But you need to... In order to take advantage of that power, you need to, like, actually have a plan for every fight. If you get into a fight and don't know what your plan is, then, like, Pyramid isn't going to help you. And having a boss relic that doesn't help you is really bad, so... We're going to end with Meditate, so I'm going to get some extra energy here. Potentially kill Guardian. Pyramid and Creative AI, yeah, that can happen. You have to be pretty slow for that to happen, so you should be able to avoid that by just not being so slow. So it's for 20, 21. So we can Vigilance Interpiece to draw it. We might be able to kill... No, 21 plus a letter opener is only 26. He's at 27. I guess we could maybe get 2 letter opener procs here. Is that crazy? I don't think it's crazy. Yeah, another letter opener proc would be like Interpiece, Deceive Reality, Safety, right? Deceive Reality's free. I guess we can end with Meditate as the last letter opener proc. So then Panacea Meditate to end the turn. Pretty good turn. Didn't quite need that much spin on the ball. Seems like we got through the fight just fine. Had a Corruption Dead Branch run, and I picked Pyramid because I was out of non-attacks against the heart. Was sad. I actually had a win during, I think this... No, it wasn't during this. I think it was during Ironclad month where I picked, I had Dead Branch and picked a Pyramid and won. It can be done. You definitely need, like, several supporting cards first, right? You can't be like a Corruption and just play all the cards kind of deck. You need, like, a couple of second wins or a Feel No Pain or something. David Form's bad. We removed one from the deck earlier, so not going to add one now. This has to be Recall. Yeah, I think we had like 3 second wins at the time, so I don't want to claim that's like an amazing plan for all decks. Just it worked out for me. Panacea says Exhaust on it. Is that good enough? Seems like it probably is. Alright, we do have to play Establishment, and ideally block for 22. We can probably kill a Cultist with Crescendo, Crush Joints, Lesson Learned. There's nothing left to upgrade, so that doesn't, like, do anything special, but... we could do it. We have 2 Panaceas in hand. Great. My favorite. We can probably leave the Cultist alive, though. Which gets you bonus points, I'm told. Twitch chat appreciates it. Just try to accommodate Twitch chat when we can. So I guess we just play Empty Mind. Wait, that means we have no exit for Crescendo? We'll probably find one, though. Oh, yeah. We might be able to sneak past Letter Opener. Let's see, if our combo is Wheel Kick and Empty Mind, and we just go back and forth, then we would do, let's see, we do 60 damage, or I guess this does 30 if he's vulnerable, so we do 90 damage per proc. So 90 to him, 5 to them. Seems like 90 to him and 5 to them can get us through, right? We'd have to do that like 7 times per phase. No, we would kill them, huh? Yep, there's no way to avoid it, even with the tightest possible loop. Okay, we'll drat. Well, I don't want to get caught with my pants down and no Wrath exit, so I'm gonna do the safe thing here. Yeah, indeed, no Wrath exit here, so I guess I'm glad. I guess we still have a Wheel Kick to go, though. Okay, we would have got an exit, whatever. Both of the Panaceas are obviously getting played. And then we need 22 block. 15 plus 10 is 25. That seems fine. Or we could Double Miracle, Deceive Reality, Meditate. We've got Establishment down, so I guess decosting with Meditate's important. So that's a better use of 3 energy. Still blocks out. Oh, we do not have Establishment down. Alright, well, let's get Establishment down. Alright, now Meditate costs 0, so we can still do the thing. Empty Mind, Wheel Kick seems like the cards we pick. And then we should be infinite next turn. Okay, good fight. We have the entire deck in the hand. It's only 7 cards. Start with Crush Joints so we get extra damage. Okay. Oh wait, I should be using numbers. Alright, so that's it for that part. Let's put Vigilance in the discard pile so we can decost that. Although it clearly doesn't matter. Okay. Wait for my next turn. Wait, hold on. That poor, foolish awakened one. He has no idea. Oh, I'm supposed to be playing... Oh, actually, these both cost 0, huh? Yeah, so I can just press 6 now. Yep, hey, Praise Snicka. It's Pandora's month. We actually weren't sure we were doing an infinite for a long time. The thing that really made this infinite was Peace Pipe. We stayed, like, in the ballpark, I guess. But it was really just Peace Pipe. Anything else we need to finish before we go? No. Okay. Next fight, please. It is Time Eater, okay. Dark Shackles is pretty useful for the split. Panacea could help us keep the strength. Strength seems pretty important. But his damage also seems pretty important. He is attacking this turn, so Dark Shackles blocks immediately. We have a speed pot in the bar. We could potentially use multiple Panaceas to get crazy stats. I think I'm on board for that. I think Time Eater's the hardest fight in the run, so let's use what we got. Okay, of course we draw the other Panacea. That's just natural. Alright, so we're going to want to do a big Panacea and Deceive Reality this turn. So we want to play a lot of attacks. So we'll probably end up exiting Calm just for energy. And maybe even like Liquid Memorizing this wheel kick. Actually, I really like that. That seems like a great plan. Yeah, letter opener might be relevant to time fight. Yeah, true. I think we're mostly just gonna run up the board, or run up the score on him with Deceive Reality and a bunch of decks. It's probably gonna be the plan. Alright, well let's start with Wheel Kick. I don't think we need to Crescendo. We could like start with Inner Peace Crescendo to get extra Wheel Kick damage. Also clears out some hand room. But it costs time. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it anyway. These two cards, we could get 2 of these cards with Liquid Memories, Wheel Kick. Let's use Lesson Learned first, because if we draw the Deus Ex Machina, we want the hand room. Okay, looks like we're out of attacks. Empty Mind can draw Crush Joints, but we're running out of time. Or we're running out of energy is the actual constraint. I guess if Establishment hits Vigilance, we can draw more. Alright, so we're gonna meditate at the end of the turn. It's pretty nice. So we Deceive Reality, Panacea, Meditate. Leaves us at 9 on the clock, 3 cards for next turn. And we obviously want to drink the Speed Pot first to get the 12 stats out of this Panacea. I kind of want a zero-cost Deceive Reality for this fight. But I guess the sort of pro forma response here is Inner Peace Wheel Kick. I guess we want to get. We don't care about energy next turn, so I'll do these. Maybe we should use the weak bot there too. It's pretty relevant. Okay, the safety is blocking for 20. I think we're in a good spot here. So this is the slime attack, right? Yeah. Safety, Deceive Reality blocks out. We can fit in Crush Joints or Wheel Kick. Doesn't seem like it really matters which one. I guess this sets him up for the next clock cycle. Okay, I would like to get a lot of value out of this Panacea, although it's probably not super necessary. We have to get these stupid miracles out of hand. Alright, let's play a slime. I think that's always happening. And this draws 4, which overdraws us by 2. This only overdraws us by 1. I guess I'll just Miracle to make room for Empty Mind. I could have played Safety too, I guess. But I wanted to play the Safety after attacks. That's sort of ludicrous. Okay. Crush Joints, Wheel Kick, draws the cards back. Let's get rid of this slime. And... okay, so we've got 5 cards left. If it's like Empty Mind, Crush Joints, Panacea, Miracle, does that work? Miracle, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah, that works. Or I guess Wheel Kick also costs 1. I kind of want to end with Meditate, but I guess it's not really necessary anymore. Oh wait, no, I need to play Deceive Reality. So is it like Crush Joints, Miracle, Empty Mind, Panacea, Deceive Reality? We're only getting 3 decks out of this. Maybe we just hold the Panacea. But like, when is it going to be a better turn exactly? We spent the whole turn attacking. We just can't get that many attacks. Yeah, I guess we'll just get 3 sets. Well, I guess we spent some of this turn getting rid of slimes, right? So maybe we can have a better one in the future. I kind of just want to get rid of the Panacea, though. I think we have actually procced Pocket Watch once. I guess we procced it twice. It must be 3 times and one of the draws got blocked. That's confusing that it says 8. Alright. I guess we can get one more attack in here. Crush Giant's Panacea. I was planning on a Miracle, but it's not necessary. Okay. Don't mind me, just got 12 decks. He's splitting. He's on a fresh clock cycle. I think we just leave him alone. I guess it's fun to decost wheel kick further. So I'll just decost the 2 attacks. Can we do it if damage to murder him? Maybe. I don't think so, though. Seems like we do a lot of damage. Oh, wheel kicks more for the last attack. Okay. Seems like a good turn. I need to block for 51. Should be able to do that. Or we could just kill him, I think. We're weak, we probably can't kill him. Well... seems like a lot of damage. Yeah, we definitely kill. Okay. Alright. I should have counted that before doing it. I feel like doing that kind of... it seems like I have enough damage. Kind of shrug math can get you killed, especially against Time Eater. Rest for 6 health, or toke the Lesson Learned. Lesson Learned's job is done here. Getting 2 extra energy in the last 2 fights seems really good. So I think we took Lesson Learned. Seems way better than 6 health. Okay. Kind of looking for potions here. Talk to the Hand is obviously super good. For the heart fight, we should already be pretty block positive with Panacea Duality, but Talk to the Hand is a nice nail in a coffin. Yeah, I guess actually Lesson Learned could have upgraded that Talk to the Hand. Didn't know I was getting one of those, but I also didn't think about Talk to the Hand or Rushdown in the final shop. So we ended up never seeing a Rushdown. I guess we could still get one from Spire Elites, but pretty much never seeing a Rushdown. Energy Pot could... let's see, can Energy Pot ever take a non-combo turn and turn it into a combo turn? I think it probably can't. We've already got a weak pot, so that doesn't seem useful. Does Talk to the Hand block for heart? I mean, we already block for heart. We have, like, Deceive Reality, does plenty. But Talk to the Hand is nice. Yeah, we have a solution, but Talk to the Hand works too. We also have Odd Mushroom, which is pretty good against the heart. It's not really anything to do here. Talk to the Hand's not very good in Spire Elites. Are we more worried about Spire Elites than the heart, maybe? No. We are. I guess we just card remove. Card remove the Crush Joints. And then we're left with only Wheel Kick for damage. But we like infinite way faster. We infinite so fast if we remove the Crush Joints. There's like no fat in the deck at all. Just pure go. The Crescendo feels kind of silly with only 1 attack. But, I mean, we lost our Eruption, so Crush Joints doesn't feel necessary anymore. Alright, let's cut the Crush Joints. This is the first card we added to the deck. Alright. 11 card deck before any card removes. We could pick Hand Degree, but there's no more shops in the game, so I guess I'll just take a Panacea. And again, we draw our Panacea. I mean, we draw most of the deck on turn 1. We have Bag of Prep in an 11 card deck, so I shouldn't be too surprised when I draw Panacea on turn 1. Vigilance, Empty Mind does some block. We should play at least one attack first, so that blocks out for the turn. And the only attack in the deck is Wheel Kick, so I guess I'll Wheel Kick. Vigilance, Empty Mind redraws the Wheel Kick, in addition to doing other stuff. Draws these 2 cards as well. Oh wait, we need Claret's Hand Room for Deus Ex Machina. So let's play Establishment first. And if Deceive Reality is free, then maybe we don't need to play Vigilance at all. Because we do want to play Meditate. Does anybody know why they made Wish a skill and not a power? Like Apotheosis. I mean, there are some mechanical differences, right? Like, Strange Spoon can hit Wish, but it can't hit a power. Awaken One doesn't get strength when you play Wish. Yeah, you're right. It seems like a weird power. And there are a couple of cards like that. Like Bomb. I mean, Bomb doesn't even exhaust, but... I kind of get why Apotheosis is not a power, because it's not like... If it was a power, it would just say all of your skills are upgraded, or all of your cards are upgraded. Maybe they made Wish a skill just because, for technical reasons, right? Because it has a choice, and I don't think there's any other powers that have a choice, so it might not be possible for them to make a power with a choice. Yeah, no, I called that Awaken One already. So if we play Vigilance before Empty Mind, we care about what Meditate hits, right? We have to get Meditate on 2 good targets this turn, and one of the good targets is here. And we don't really want to play Inner Peace Meditate to end the turn. That's like not very exciting. So I guess I will play Vigilance, Empty Mind. Alright. We already blocked out, Sorry, yeah, I don't mean to be it's fine that you have a delay. Let's get these out of the way. We can't draw any more cards, but I guess I'll put Inner Peace in the discard just so Meditate can hit it. We got 1 dex. Whatever, that should be fine. Should be plenty. Okay, this is combo turns, so let's get rid of these miracles. And draw the rest of the deck. And then do combo. Oops. Empty Mind when we're in Calm. Wheel Kick to draw the gang. Alright. And away we go. The heart fight awaits. We should kill him with letter opener, obviously. At the end of our turn. Okay. Ice cream? Sure, that's useless. Halt. Dex scaling? No, it's an extra card. We don't want extra cards. The heart. Thump thump. Ooh, none of these cards exhaust. Usually we were planning on exhausting stuff from Toolbox. We don't have that option here. Deep Breath could be part of a combo. Not particularly necessary. Could pick Good Instincts just to have an extra block card. Potentially relevant if we want to get it perfect as the source of block on turn 1. Shouldn't be too disruptive. Just checking in. 11 card deck with one. All the powers are gone. Oh, 2, 3, 4, 5 removes. Jesus. So it's a 6 card deck. So this makes it a 7 card deck. Seems like plenty of room. Okay. Do we want to try to perfect, or do we want to get the extra block from Wheel Kick? We've got other block in hand. Let's try to get the perfect. Let's play Vigilance so that Establishment hits Wheel Kick, because that's fun. I guess we could have just let it hit either one, but... Empty Mind can redraw the Wheel Kick. Didn't. Okay, so we're just figuring out what our meditate target is right now. Yeah, it's kind of silly. The Pandora's Box month is a strange place. Okay, so the end of this turn is probably like Vigilance, or I guess Inner Peace, Vigilance, Meditate, because we don't want to draw cards. And we can Deceive Reality too if we want a safety for next turn. 0 cost safety seems pretty reasonable, although I guess we're likely to draw Good Instincts. It's not guaranteed because we can draw 5 statuses. Okay. We have to play a couple of miracles to get that to happen. Let's see, we're playing all these cards, so we need 5 energy, so that's 2 miracles. Okay, and then the cards that do the combo are either Inner Peace, Empty Mind, or Vigilance. 2 of these 3. Does it matter? We're going to be in Calm next turn. Let's take the cards that draw. Alright, we got Good Instincts. And a safety, obviously, so we should be good. Only got 1 Dex in the fight. Might as well use the weak pop. Presumably this is the time. Doesn't really matter which one of these we play. So when we draw the Void, we're going to lose an energy. So let's play the Good Instincts first. I think we might want to redraw into that. No, actually, no. Well, we have 7 card draws, so I don't think it actually matters. Okay. Well, if it doesn't matter, we should do it. Because then that's good. Empty Mind redraws 3. There's only 2 here. So, Good Instincts blocks. Empty Mind draws all 3 without getting blocked. Yep. We're not in Calm for Inner Peace, so we have to play Vigilance. Vigilance Inner Peace draws 4. Or we could try to Wheel Kick in the loop. I guess Wheel Kick probably would have worked, but now it doesn't. Deceive Reality creates hand size problems. So this only draws 3 cards, but that's all of the cards, so that's enough, turns out. Good Instincts for block. Are we gonna Letter Opener the heart? Letter Opener damage cap the heart here? Without Lotus, did the Void damage us? Are you suggesting, like, if we didn't have Lotus? I mean, Lotus is so important for the deck. It's hard to imagine that we would have built this deck without Lotus. Lotus was, like, the thing that told us we could do an infinite. Because we never found Rushdown. I mean, I guess Peace Pipe also contributes, but really it was Violet Lotus that's enabling the infinite. I mean, also Establishment. There's a lot of things that make this deck infinite. Empty Mind draws Inner Peace. Yeah, this combo is Empty Mind, Vigilance, Inner Peace, right? So we just click those cards. And I guess we can weave in Good Instincts if we want, because we have plenty of draw. We should do Good Instincts here. I'm gonna stop doing the Good Instincts because we were already blocked out. Okay, so... Alright, we've got a bunch of energy, so I'm gonna stop doing the energy positive part and do some Wheel Kicks, because that's less annoying than... Oh wait, I can also just do Wheel Kick... Yeah, Wheel Kick in the loop here. Oh wait, that doesn't block, but that's okay. That doesn't matter. We've got block too. So... Okay, so Inner Peace, Wheel Kick, and then Empty Mind to draw the Wheel Kick. That does... It's pretty aggressively block negative, unfortunately. But we've only got to do it a couple of times. Very annoying combo to operate. Lots of different moving parts here. Be a little bit less annoying next turn when there's more hand room. Okay. Oh, we're not in a stance. Let's go into a stance. This is less a Watcher thing and more of a Pandora's Box thing. Once you get Pandora's Box, pretty much any class can do this kind of stuff. Alright, so we're pretty close to the damage cap now, so we will give it to Letter Opener. We'll do a couple more loops. Yeah, maybe we should have saved the Panacea for this turn, because now we have, like, you know, infinite decks or whatever. Close enough to it. I guess I want to decost, like, Wheel Kick and Vigilance, so I'll put Wheel Kick in the discard. And follow it up with Vigilance. Decost those. Okay. Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah, this is an interesting. This is very specifically a Watcher combo. The like meditate establishment interaction. This is the powerhouse here. We have to block first. Let's do that. Back to the keyboard. That's true. Yeah, Vuln Pot. Sure. Makes it go a little faster. Once we get around to doing damage. Oh gosh, I hit the forward button on my keyboard. I have no idea what that does. Hopefully I don't find out. Okay, keep trucking through the calm stuff. Alright, looks like we got some block here. Let's go ahead and build up quite a bit here. Since the wheel kick half of the cycle is super block negative. We also have 24 energy, so, you know, in case anybody needs any energy, got some for you. It's a little bit, it's kind of zen to do an infinite combo. I kind of like it. Alright, that's 100 block. Should be enough for a while. Start mixing some wheel kicks in there. Wheel kick inner piece is not an infinite, but it's only costs 1, and we've got 28 energy, so should be close enough. Okay. Wheel kicks in the discard. We've blocked out. We've got a million energy. Might as well vigilance in the discard to make those cost 0, just for fun. Pocket Watch says we played 63 cards this turn. We should play 64 because that's the power 2. Seems important. Calipers would be nice. Okay, so now... Is there, like, an easy way to combo here? I guess, like, Vigilance Inner Piece is now a combo, and that's really easy. So we can just press 8. Oh, nope, that's not true. Yeah, nothing... Yep, there's no block cards that draw, so... No easy way to do it. Alright, fine. Why didn't that draw? Whatever. Things are complicated. I'm just looking for wheel kicks, basically. Yeah, inner piece wheel kick should be a thing, right? I guess it doesn't block. Oh, okay, we're done. So he's not attacking this turn. We've got 33 energy and we blocked out. Okay. Oh, can we hit meditate on anything useful? Yeah, deceive reality still costs non-zero. Go ahead and toss one of those in there. Why not? Alright, the final safety. And we should be good to go here. Let's get that wheel kick back and wheel kick some stuff. Oh, somebody's trying to make me famous. You're banned. Alright, got plenty of blocks, so now we can just inner piece wheel kick. Alright, GG. Oh wait, we should letter opener. Make letter opener the winner. Good point. I almost missed that. Thanks for that praise, Snecko. We should have meditate on letter opener be the win. Pretty sure that's required by law. So deceive reality, safety, and meditate. Meditate on the nature of a dead heart. Really makes you think. Or not think, however you like to meditate. You can think during meditating, I think. Or you can not think. Yeah, ended up being a super tiny deck. We just, we peace piped the crap out of it. Peace piped 7 times. The letter opener really got in there. 652 damage letter opener. Kind of an insane letter opener. It seems like we were kind of memeing with the letter opener, but in reality it like actually got us to some pretty meaningful breakpoints for like lesson learned and stuff earlier. Kind of a weird deck. We in Act 1 it's Pandora's box swap, so we lightly assume we're going for an infinite, and didn't pick too many cards. But it wasn't clear where the infinite was coming from, and we never found a rushdown. So we had to skip like a halt and a tantrum in Act 2. That was really painful. I wanted to pick those cards, but I knew that we had to keep the deck size kind of small, and tantrum was kind of just overlapping with eruption, which also eventually got removed. Lesson learned and peace pipe ended up guiding us towards an 11-card all-upgraded deck full of shenanigans. We had a duality panacea, which was like really important in Act 2, and ended up being really important in against Time Eater, because we got just a bunch of decks, and then we were just so card efficient that he couldn't touch us. Time Eater was definitely like the biggest challenge of the run. We weren't really sure we could get through that. We just had to like wheel kick him to death. Yeah, there's only 1 attack in the deck currently. Just wheel kick. But by far the most important combo here is Establishment Meditate. And getting rid of most of the cards in the deck. We thought we were going to do a like Violet Lotus combo, and technically there are Violet Lotus combos in here, right? So like Vigilance, Empty Mind, Inner Peace? No, that's not enough. I guess Inner Peace, Empty Mind... No, I guess there actually aren't any Violet Lotus combos in here. We don't have the extra card draw without Wheel Kick decosted. So for a while, when we saw Violet Lotus, that was like our actual path towards infinite. We didn't end up actually doing it that way because we got the establishment before we actually pulled off the infinite. But you know, we kind of like just watchered our way through Act 1 and Act 2, right? We just have Wrath mode, and that's that's very strong in those acts. So we killed everybody with those. Yeah. The ice cream was totally superfluous, but it was kind of fun to get there at the end. The bag of prep was a really big deal. We were not able to damage cap the heart 4 times. I don't think we ever comboed on turn 1 with this deck. Did we? Yeah, I think we were like turn 2 at the earliest, because we needed the meditate to hit. So we had to like Establishment Meditate on turn 1, and then we could combo on 2. Which is fast enough. That's fine. It was kind of funny that the Panacea, which was like such a big part of the deck, against the Heart just gave us like 1 dex. And that's it. Yeah, that was fun.